action and a day eba. Mitremu edema se Joe efisabre kobo dumienu enne yebe pon 12 o'clock and the dumienu and yebe sorry jumedie so and nam eyikesi a ekoso awo the Mensha Palace asante hima wadani bokum so nti from 12 o'clock eko pepepe yebe kwa kopiemu ewo Mensha na de ekoso bia na de brema live ewo Kessben television so ene eye Kessben FM so nanso free sabre kobo dumienu de ye de agudie wunsam ena ye de eba ye bedi kan kwa manone seba odoto ne munta na betra se wodere nyina de bebreyem Champions League games eno atimi ekoso ewusu so ne se first legs no atimi ekoso obebo transfer news awodo a ekoso mu wodere nyina de bebrey obebo ewura Asia na fei eye ada matches awodo ekoso no wode hunsu so abreyem tennis mu obewura boxing mu obewura agudie mu bia koso bia wa manoni bia no muntana de Tony ayekrado wodeni nyina ede eba local story saudi onso ha ya bobo ni nyina no anope yede ebremo efisa brekobo dumienu ayebe sorry jumedie ni so ne de ni ache de Mensha Palace ne yakofa asantin ma a wadani bankum so na se okọ ekura no ene na ya observe 1 week no ekoso o Mensha from 12 o'clock yedi ekoso bia na bebrema live ewo Kessben television so ene Kessben FM so mo share live ewo Kessben TV so mo digital television so eye Kessben TV plus Facebook so eye Kessben television YouTube eye Kessben television DSTV decoder so eye channel 364 and a Go TV eye 121 Kumasi eye 93.3 Incry in 92.9 Kojo Preko and Ziga and Lamisi and Derek Befi omode Incry aye machi jumedie na banawie Kumase so kobena usudankwa and boaye ema machi jumedie no omode eba na wie ya yenso ya betena se dia gudie mu nsam ye de ebramo message ahodo no obetima sende e dia 0551 599933 obetimi asende e dia 0551 5999933 obetima send messages awodo no ede aba montana de Tony Aikrado amana nesam na wode eba na nkrofo no omunim de odi kan de packing of bus ede buy
and Benfica for the chiro pampe
and na so omunim de odi kan
10 against 11 and no amu twin Jose mu papa
but so nim de odi packing of bus buy
return leg no from the batch and so pake basa na Jose complain you
so ebi mo pake basa
Jose oko complain so be defended
we are see who pa ke be defending dia inka wona number 1
wona hincha ne show
echo there's obi di dinner na hadwene pa we tell leg na nye easy sa other games so call so well yetio
medasipi Yemen sama ekoso uncle for across yemetie for and I have 4 kwa but be shall say the film recatio Diamond League no ekoso enra na Lucid na enye easy cry be enjoy 100 meters about so ewo Wonder Diamond League no enra 100 meters for me enko na yenhwe final
Seville at the moment got the lead men's 100 meters. Good start from Oblique Seville. Oblique Seville at the moment has got the lead on the rest of the field, but Noah Lyles likes to charge at the end. Oblique Seville streaking away from the field here. He takes a second Diamond League win, 9:87.
Enti Oblique Seville once again, wadi Noah Lyles nso kunim. Enti Lionel say dear one Oblique Asia ayane more dempa edi amano obeka the last Wonder Diamond League course no Oblique esanso edi she Noah Lyles eni ana enra enso ewo Lucid Diamond League so say our Kessben television so Oblique Seville hena asanso emerge as champion ewo emema no 100 meters and also 80 eba so just after the race Noah Lyles ekasa say I'm surprised no because obia eni America Oblique Seville say O2 for e dey share say ensuo nti na ono no Lyles when nkunim say there be enye ensuo ne fa credit no e ma Oblique Seville.
Impressed by Oblique out there? I mean, that's some quick running in these sort of conditions.
No, I mean, I expected to do the exact same thing, so I can't say that I'm surprised. I mean, he's a fantastic runner, so no. But we all got to run in the same thing, so just because it's bad conditions doesn't mean that, fast times can't be running it.
What's your next step up to this?
Zurich. We'll go to Zurich, and after that, Worlds.
How
Noah quickly. Oh, sorry.
We no allows and more when I'm in the life or Kessben television. So now oblique serving so kasai or seen the secret, or the best coach in the world, Glenn Mills, or no, and now he's in boats, a legend, America Tuomu, Sir Glenn Mills, Nana, and handle the dia, and in his secret, weapon, and what done it. Say, dear, America Tuomu, be a funny shit, Afanella.
It's quite easy because I actually have a coach that does show me all the stuff that has been done in track and field, because he coached the greatest man alive, Usain Bolt, and the greatest athlete and the fastest athlete. So with me being up along his side, teach me a lot of knowledge and to showcase.
And see, or the best coach, Obiama Usain Bolt, I be a whole boat to the air. No one doesn't say you know, so air flies away and in summer, oblique Seville, and so Eddie Etuja, Yanko wrestling kakra, John Cena, ebe drawn that the curtain, about WWE, wa penny dues pa, John Cena. Saturday and then last match no all now feel wareta na ehwemu say the last 10 years opponent on facing the da and on Saturday obe facing na fe program na ba be krabe enti John Cena restless ye be fini brutal Saturday and on so ball in the last game and on so so na omo a propose a date of December 13 and I saw big bout about so for John Cena and so etimi akol the quest now about WWE and also etimi areta yanko Leicester City as well na Ghana ya Wenger Abdul Fattah Ishaku say bana sapa dia oni so Black Stars camp call Leicester City on camp so say also ni na say one side medical and Shatawale no and say Black Stars yan Wenger no or the diagram kamo na yen Abdul Fattah Ishaku and happiness prayer na ne hot on the form no still na no eda so ho Abdul Fattah Ishaku kita bola den parcel obeje obekaya preseason Leicester City game some ball no na a very very influential team twetwe solo goal bia na o share na say emu de ye pa nti Prince Omar Kwada no and I will enjoy say off the field one side and also ni shoulder ono and so at the dege kakra yen to so enko enran UEFA Champions League playoffs game about so no Pina about so name dem for attention call so Fenerbahce and Benfica match more our Kessben television so even 10 against 11 for the last 15 to 20 minutes still Jose Mourinho when team uncapitalized Benfica red card no more game no ekowie etipenko obi anu wa otimi ehye be return leg no next week say Jose when ya winner on timi more next year UEFA Champions League ni bi na Nelson Semedo former Barca defender oba Premier League bebo ma Wolverhampton say only Jose na ye adwuma e wo Fenerbahce was say enra omo diagro pa omo share even go Emma VAR at the Salah return leg no all to play for omo ebe qualify.
That was dropping men on the first line, but second half I think we came back better. We did a good second half. We create chances as well. We scored a goal that was disallowed for this, and we started pressing more, especially when we had one player more. But it's all open. I think we go there. We have to go there to play for win, and bring the desire that we had here at home. I'm pretty sure that our fans will travel to support us there.
Nelson Semedo of Fenerbahce and the way Eddie Atuja Jose Mourinho say Benfica for be defend and team and also win no when you win club about for draw no or no nya results are up Mourinho ekasai.
Is your opinion, general opinion about tonight's game and your expectations from the second leg?
The team that wanted the draw got the draw. The team that wanted to win wasn't good enough to win. Of course, we were dominant. Of course, we had complete control of the game, but we faced a very defensive block with lots of players behind the ball, and we didn't have the creativity, we didn't have the speed, we didn't have the width to try to beat them. But it's open.
We Jose Mourinho enti club na ba for draw ne enya de also nya club na open for win no na onye good enough so benya win name first leg draw return leg no also we call na omo ekodi nkunim game no still open we Jose Mourinho obakaya Karl-Heinz Rummenigge or supervisory board member our Bayern Munich na wakase kakra or say football every the last 25 years since year 2000 only 2 players per and defining football so every 2000 yenya so many great players including Thierry Henry yenya legends be yenya Manuel Neuer goalkeeper Emma Bayern Munich yenya Ronaldinho Zinedine Zidane munya na every 2000 and then so according to Karl-Heinz Rummenigge or say only 2 players na defining football omienu Messi ene Ronaldo omomienu na show class about the football mo enti ye ka players omo age football as was the last 25 years Ronaldo ene Leo Messi and Karl-Heinz Rummenigge ball omo so about so say there players now abano omo lift up the game Kylian Mbappe Lamine Yamal try somebody to take over from Ronaldo and Messi name the last 25 years players ama ball there nefe na oma compete very healthy Ronaldo and Leo Messi yentu also enko Madrid so Jabi Alonso decide say Kika Madrid omuhia creative midfielder against Osasuna mamhe game no hu say na Madrid omo bre na omo ntimi create enough chances omo ball no na raw free Toni Kroos abre so free ho na Luka Modric mre na ono so ekono Madrid sheda enya a creative midfielder na so Jabi Alonso ene Real Madrid decide say omo enye any signing Kika say omo weakness say omo ehia a playmaker omo hia midfielder obetime kita ball then so Madrid for decide say omo ensigning obia Jabi Alonso asan so catch players ne say last year there ba kwa here problem Madrid omo nya penalty they also obo eduru mrebi na Vinicius Junior eduru mrebi na when you killing Mbappe na obo Fede Valverde Bobby, Luka Modric, Bobby, Rodrigo Bobby. Say Madrid, ball na omunya penalty number 1 penalty taker. Kylian Mbappe, ne Madrid, number 1 penalty taker. Say Mbappe ni hwa na Vinicius Junior and step in na penalty bar. Ono enso etimi abo yentu aso enko Brazil aso Carlo Ancelotti also decided say unfair elder Militao or back or Sinakan Emma Madrid BM after say onya ACL. Then so Carlos said too early say games and airball against Chile and Bolivia FIFA World Cup qualifiers no be friend in Choranga Ebema Militao rest until the next international break na Militao and the Brazil team no enso abesia kan yento aso enko Barca La Liga no official complaint to the Spanish Football Federation say game so last Saturday Barcelona omodin kunim akame sama Mallorca entimi Anthony Mallorca fans ni bi edin semhunu amukwaje megaphone 41st minute and almost started say omo attack Barca team no with words na unprintable words na just also so enye yenti La Liga no the official complaint akokoma Spanish Royal Football Federation no how far no enso ebetimi akọ and Jules Koundé or sign a contract extension until June 2030 Barca for on official not in ceremony no and so etimi abaso enti players no obe renewal omo special program na omo hia no ma sensa kama na player na kasa na Barca for and so akasa ne na Jules Koundé dia no and so Barca Barcelona omo dey say dear at UEFA nim say Champions League no round 1 Barca draw ne bar omo first game ka enya away because almost Spotify company no enya ready na so Champions League UEFA Barca famani said nyom ne be determine draw no first game club omo home and club oba away draw outcome no na omo bedi so se Barca ebo homa omo ntimi nsesa se opponent no mom host Barca omo ye ne sa enye ye we ene UEFA decision a omo so communicate e ama Barca anopa ya Chelsea the omo third kit omo jersey number 3 omo apa hontoma na black jersey ana Chelsea for Manville me yenko na yenhwe Chelsea omo third kit ene omo apa hontoma. We Chelsea and I launch omo kwa ye and just in black and an neck no and so white obeka drop am time na just we susuma na ekitemu no na anodin and new manager Enzo Maresca ebefa na black jersey no and our Kessben television so Joe Cole former Chelsea and England winger or say for Chelsea ebeyade because omo kwa than gradually omo enya a lot of experience mumyentie Joe Cole.
This Brazilian wonder kid Esteban.
Yeah.
Chelsea, they'll do?
Chelsea, I think Chelsea will improve. They've won 2 trophies, finished into the Champions League, but I just think they'll improve. I think the young players will all improve.
Improve. I feel a Joe Cole and somebody at Tuja, and I see a few Arsenal for Afi. I must sign the players per league where they ask for Arsenal to win. Joe Cole, Esaka side.
I think this might be Arteta's best chance he's had. I think he's got a centre forward in, but there's still a question mark because he's not. It's not like you're bringing in a player like if Arsenal would have gone and signed Osimhen, who I've seen do it in Italy and in Turkey, and you know, this kid, there's still a question mark. I think he's going to be all right. I think he'll score goals, but I just think Liverpool just the best side at the moment.
Joe Cole, between Victor Gyökeres and Napoli former strikers, so Obama Galatasaray Osimhen, and Joe Cole bepe, senka Arsenal for, and for Osimhen mum, name league, you know, Arsenal, Mikel Arteta, the best chance to win it in the on your show, say Gyökeres goes now confers personal, Benyan Ediama Arsenal, or more Enso Club, no. Frank Leboeuf, a former Chelsea, I'm a defender 1998, or boy, Emma France at the World Cup, or say Arsenal League, and found this summer sign a better as third, and Arsenal for or more every place because player no or more hiano.
They're going to achieve that, but it doesn't mean they cannot finish third. You know what I mean? They finish second, they're going to finish third.
Frank,
but
I
understand what you're saying, but I don't. It's not easy. The problem is not easy. It's not. The problem is not Eze. Of course, I love Eze. I love the player. You cannot even imagine. And if I can get Eze in my team, I will get him. But it's not a problem of Eze. It's the amount of players that you are getting in the same position and the tension you can create.
Former Chelsea defender Frank Leboeuf or Arsenal for league, you know. Mo fa berichi Eze and someone na mobile Gio league, no mo nye ne net. Second, the third and in position Arsenal for ebedi because Eberichi Eze now on your player Arsenal for here no sa position almost so many players on ma sa to win to hunu Eberichi Eze ochina na ye hearing so in medicals after the Crystal Palace game and so Asia can ho Tottenham Hotspur manager Thomas Franks still an obehia 2 more players when ye Eberichi Eze open Savino ye say 80 million pounds and a space they call for Man City player Savino and also Pahua so benya Morgan Rogers na Villa for beja Morgan Rogers na option number 3 Takifuso Kubo so another player Tottenham Hotspur so American down pa Alejandro Garnacho so support Chelsea no ain't from day one Chelsea club up you want an odd picture bia or try ya no Chelsea Jesse Kessben television no Alejandro Garnacho and a decline no she blue no our Chelsea Jesse no wonder say or ya bent on joining Chelsea or Enso club no Everton defender Nathan Ake Everton for Man City defender Nathan Ake into City Among defender no left no free Netherlands no and Everton for near break pass na and so per Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank saying of so sorry near ma air cross between Newcastle and Isaac no and no day and net near player no ya banishing itself on the first team entering the air cross no and good for the player, the club and the supporters. When we Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank.
Unless, I don't know, Saka got injured, unless the three in the middle, nothing to do with Havertz's injury. Because Havertz doesn't play on the left side, and I think the only room left for it is the left
Jimmy
side.
Floyd Hasselbank in SMP edit tuja okasaye edifa Alexander Isaac won say Isaac situation e ha dwene pa say besi na Newcastle for enya ne ball no ensettle ye as say social media and a ball no beka na Newcastle for enso aba beka Endrick starting the record na say dey our pack so ono enso touch boss kakra Mark Gehin. Still, Liverpool for Airpen, Crystal Palace, some more between 45 to 50 million pounds. I go to the say, Onya Randall Colomwania, on last we go loan, and I'll call back to PSG. Based in the GB4, Intiminton, Nemos, or Tony Dia, and the formation, a best son and son, I'm an SC2, a yes striker, or more, and so Airpen BM Randall Colomwania. Al Ittihad, Epe Adrian Rabiot Kokoye, Ewa Marseille, Emma, almost say boy in the encore, Air Tono, Oko Saudi Arabia, Ittihad Epeno, and then in the former club Juventus Sunya, and ya so much interest, say Adrian Rabiot, Somunyana, Omo Enso Epe, Victor Boniface, Eko AC Milan, the agents no, I could strike a deal from Leverkusen, a ho and a offer AC Milan and a club, Victor Boniface and son, Eko, now I'll go Sinakan, and so Etimi Eddie Amomo, Enra, and a betoja, say Roma. I'm a player my fan for crown Leon Bailey and so Akopra Obesa Kanya just after international break no now Ogekako 3 weeks now on and so everything atnas Lukaku Prano on require here surgery now between 3 to 4 months after that no Lukaku and Hobetona obetimi abesi akan when about that Roma call for close nsem way eso ne agina na yesi
Montana di Tony Bedasi no pay Tony Montana na dia manoni sema wodo no e dia bre live on Kessben television. Midfield action and na wasuguso wutie no and asaso share live e wo Kessben television so baby bia we bia no e Kessben television Facebook so e Kessben TV e bedan ho baka kra bia ba and the kemene se Franco Naro ni awal Mohammed betena se na amanoni sema wodo no so ya hwem e de amam se de Alex atenase be ko twia Heba Center womo asoye nene Alex akudin komo Alex ohun ye de
Radi gusu hweme meki
de nyame ase anopei komo ben na wode maye
anopei de so wa oni tua de ekoso asantimem tieja ywi ya ne yeso yekosom
enokure pa
yekwa kosom eufikasim anopei de meki mamena wase na menchia ahwefo ani etiefo a o magibre na o mohwe ne o mutie Kessben efidikasi na memfo munku Divine Hope Herbal Center yasuyeye kese no ewo Kumasi ha makru abusuakuru wa junction Divine Hope Herbal Center yasuyeye no Kumasi ha makru abusuakuru wa junction ho pe the whole Kumasi abrosan kese ni mu ho ene yasuyeye no ne ye ne yakofa aduro nwanwaso a yefre no otwea Herbal Pada aba ne yebo otwea se ya na obi ebosi na obi a ebosi na eno na WNF Herbal WNF Heba ewo ejoso court dan ho Madam Linda enu a ofrem wo se brales adanse bia eban mo medwene ho amentiase na de wotwe atimi yeni odofo onipa be na mekanfo wotwe Heba Pada ma no onipa wote nkase wosisi eye wo ya da bia de ka ne se sisie no anase enipa ya ho odin ni nyina sisie no enekuta no na odofo se wosisi ye wo ya wosisi tutu wosisi mu huma nyina atete na woje wo ho enye ofro ka me se gese meti aso mu a untime mforo odofo wadura wuhia aye wotwea Heba Pada na wona wunya wotwea Heba Pada bi anopati bi gunsu hiem na num na no mame anwumre to so yesesa mame sisiyade a atena wo so ache no acha ye na wotwe miensa wo bede wo ho afiri sa yade a eye sisiyade no ho na wagina brane so oba ana bema na wo ye bema sisiyade atena wo so cha efimfie mienu kono wona manema na pege wo musa mienu sei na wo mo san enya wo samba wo mpese wo mutro se uye 2 minutes man bema me say so wo bede wo ho afiri 2 minutes nsem de a aduro no eye wotwea Heba Pada afi koko am obi yefunu ebom koko am obi pusa nani ohwa ade wo hu ne ye nani so ye no siwisi koko ama enipa bi nkoko wo fie hu na no odwane ni nyina nso wakwa ni minu matu takra wo fie nyina nti nkoko hu na no mpe ba bi afa odofui se koko pa ena etete wo dia wodura wo hia ye wotwea heba pada edurui enya nwono enka enkyiri hwe wode wotwa bi kura na wode ya ne se ekoya befa so ko enipa no dua no mu no enu na ehia na da bia de ye ka ne se yade bia wodi treat no wode wo frɛ ya wo se medie no eyi koko medie no eyesisia de ye wo konya ye faso wa ye kyerewa obenum wotwea heba pada no na wo so wodi adanse se de adanse ebusu wo ya so ye no worofo se koko eba wo bisu a eto da bia obi gya ne na no bo se sebe ne kokobo na atwe aba na wo sa ne de frɛ ya ne nkyere kwanya wo befa so a wo be yisu wotwea heba pada no na sebe wo kokobo a atwe aba ne nyina wo hu bio wo ye bema saa yade we betena wo so a wo kosine ni masesi anu agem eno so na wo so na manema no o mapede o munsa mienu sei se de o moma wo san no ni nyina ne se wo ye 2 minutes mine bema de ye se wote ase a ne se bema de wunwu ya wo no dofo adi ahyiamu wo mpam no wantimi anto pakora ye 3000 na wo ye bema ne se koko eni sisi yade betena wo so cha wato pa entra 300 na no na wanhwa no abenya sotoro ewo wo yere ana wo dofo anim bema de ugina ho ma mama nyina abra wa kosina anim nti ye de asema ye ne mamfa ye samba emayen afei mi ka se obi to wasintini ensuo tutotoi etwe no ebesi ne nantu wagye ho a enye eye ntini bi a esa ho ene mogya ne nya kwan eni afurisa ne wom tinipa ne tena se kakra bi no osode no otu ahwe ni nyina ne se wose ananse akyeme wose mensa na ye titiriti me na ye titiriti odofui saa yade wo ye frɛ ne sciatica na saa sciatica eba wo so ne wo anya duro bi te se wotwea heba pada ano no ma odofuo ntini ne betwetwe ho ama wo begye ho a enye atena wo bi so bemfie be edu efie be edunum odofuo wonya no aduro wo collab onum nuro ahodo na nso so still sciatica yade yi tini so ani odofuo waduro wo hia ye wotwea heba pada wo frɛ ya wo se medie ne ye sciatica kwan be na mefa so amenom wotwea no ye be kyerɛ kwan a wo befa so obenom wotwea no ye numbers no ene good screens ne so no ye ne ehwe Facebook no ye ne ehwe television no emumi ensa no de wo befa wo befrɛ ye bi ye beje so ya kyerɛ wo kwan a wo befa so a obenom wotwea heba pada no na yade na wo di treat no wade ho afiri ho saa meka se obi akyekere ne nsa ya ka kyerɛ se ne BP no ekosoro orofui se BP yade ene to so da bia me se BP wo obi so to da bia emogya timi tu nipa no hwinum saa no ompa ano aduro bi te se wotwea heba pada no ma ebre bi beduru mogya no entu bio afei na etwa wato ho obakutwa scan doctor se wonya internal bleeding na lidi du ko stroke orofui entwe ma stroke no emansa entwe ma ne ma no hwa wotwea heba pada akiri kwan na wo BP na ekosoro no wono no ma wodi ne beba normal amount abeto kama no wado ho afiri saa nyarewa bia ete saa ho orofo me ka kire se BP wo so a probability se obenya stroke no very high probability so wo be no very high enu nti na me ka se hwehwe wotwe heba pada akiri kwan o frɛ ya wo se me de no BP enam di treat na kwan be na me fa so amenom no ye be kire kwan a be fa so obenom no acha ye na wotwe miensa obedi ho afiri saa BP ade a etete wodofo adwuma nipa ya ye ntebere no de sesi anu atebere hwehwe wotwe heba pada ibi na no num bi mame obedi ho afiri saa yarewa no ho odofo yi se wode no eyo sugar level no ena ekosoro obi ko cheke ne de no doctor ka kire ne se ne de no kosoro ene number 35 ene akire aja wa yam hyehye na de bia me kan se saa yade ye diabetes se bi wo so a wonhwe na ade bi kobomodin akoti mu a odofo obekukuru na koakoa enko wo ye bema enu ye de ma wo no ne ya ka kire se bema yi insulin ana se mpane ye de ma we ne enu ye de ma we unuma ne duru ba bia ebete wo mema yo ato odofo yi wo mfie aduasa mfie aduanan wo ma yade agye wo bema ato hwehwe wotwe heba pada akiri kwan no wo frɛ ya wo se medie no eye sikiri yade kwan be na mefa so amenom wotwea no ye be kyerɛ kwan a wo befa so obenom wotwea no no wato ho afiri saa esikiri yade a etete wo no obi die wo se medie eye abusua yade atete abusua no me na nanya bi me na nanya bi me papa benya bi afa me wo fa so anya bi odofo yi yade bi enu ho a eni anu aduro se wo chia no aduro na abeka se wo de no ede wo beko owom hwehwe wotwea heba pada akiri kwan wo se medie no eye diabetes ye be kyerɛ kwan a wo befa so obenom no na wo so sugar na ekosoro no awredureti abeto no mama na wade ho afiri saa nyarewa ete saa ho orofo se wo didi na gina wo obo ano hwe wo bo nsa gye wo chechewo so one liver shot bi anoma wo ne ho wa wo bo nsa to da bia wo kon ayere tan ojo ho enye aduane to ye ma na wo bobena aduane meto mu so na adane su ni nyina no se doctor ka kire se wo yafunu no emu aye kuro onya osa esi obi achi kasa ma oje ne ho a enye orofo amu obi joins no kutu dwa nyina eye ne ya to da bia bu se nipa no wo fe afie no wo fe ne sebe bu se moja kakra ededadedam we ebon ka ye se wo yafunu no ekuro bi abem orofo yi me se hwehwe wo twa heba pa da chiri kwan wo se medie ne ye osa ekwan be ne mefa so wo me no mo twa no ye be kire kwan a be fa so wo be no mo wate ho afiri saa yade a eye osa ho osa ye yade bi ayefun eba oso to de bi abun so ye kama ebeduru ba bi ubun so wo fon ye kitikiti se bi wan hwa be kasa yare boni bi ena achew hwehwe wo twa heba pa da chiri kwan wo se medie ne ye osa kwan be ne mefa so wo me no mo no fa numbers ne go screens ne so no ne ye be kire kwan a wo be fa so a wo be no mo twa heba pa da no wade ho afiri osa yade a etete ho no se bema wo koda simadua se bia je so so de badwonso obi de simadu wo be so de badwonso obi dwonso no ubun so wo chima nsa na dwonso na ba ubun se ne boxer na hye na nimu nyina afo na e basa orofo yi wo de no dwonso atenka se ebia kembema we ebo ho nka ye se dwonso twa no ha bi eba ho prostrate no o ha bi eba ho na da bia de ye kan se yesusu ne di adanse se wo yi wo dro ben se wo dwonso a eno na wonu aba di wachi a no mo fans wo se kwame wo dwonso afe na wo de wo dwonso no expel udin and then wo so wonu aba no pese osuasuan ene wo di adanse se wo dwonso na si ni tira se pe esi wo na se we bon kan se dwonso twa no ha bi ba ho na wan pe duro bi te so twa heba pada na wan frɛ ya nkyerɛ kwan abefa so anom na ebire bi beduru ame ye de rubber ato be manim na se ye de be ma no rubber ato be manim a be ma oba be ye mmere na adwuma a wan hwa wan tumi amo no wan nya oba wo suro nyame a abranche bi akɔbɔ saa adwuma na ma ho hwehwɛ wo twa heba pada na frɛ ne nkyerɛ kwan abefa so obe nom no na wo de treat prostrate no se rubber mponi ato a hwehwɛ wo twa heba pada ni bi na wunya bia awrade tumi nti acha ye bosome rubber no ebeyi ato ho amaye frɛ yen wo se mede hye no ya to no rubber ekwan be no obefa so a obenno motwea heba pada no ye be kire ne saa kwan a obefa so afi be ma bi wura dwaye be ma bi wura no ho odam no onu agina hwehwem na sebe ohwe no ho na ato ne brabo o twadwo ne yire bi nwui ne ba bi nwui ne sika bi nkotofom ada be ma de bia me se be ma de enu botom ene sebe de sen wonantem no wa botom nye de sen wonantem so obedidi ho kakra buoi afon atwea kom aye ketekete aye lengelenge aye sekreyon aye straw be ma we senya spiritual matters dia we nya sunsum asem bi dua bobi no obi abo dia wodura we hia ye wotwea heba pada we emfa nkone na masofo so enna wonsem nkobɔ ho mpaye yesu mo masofo ye bredodo we hwehwe wotwea heba pada akiri kwan wo se me be ma no atwea komafon aye ketwa yade bi na chie me kwam ye be kyerɛ kwan abafa so obe no motwea no wade ho afiri saa eye be ma na atwea kom no na ewroba ne na ma extra energy se be ma yirima na ewroba ukosine ni ma watimi apem no apem akonim otwe heba pada dwumadi a ebono no emma extra energy e cleansing ntini ni mu na mogya nya kwa di afrisane bemma biadura wo hia no eno na last week na asonaba edi adanse no wose buye bemma wadura wo hia eye wotwea heba pada aso ye kese no okumase ama kuro busua kuru wajanhye eho no ho Ghana ha ba bibie ton nuro biara over the counter pharmacy shop heba shop biara uroma obenya wotwea heba pada ni bi mensa ewo takorade winef heba ewo edwoso court dan obenya bi Dr. Clement ewo brekum mumuni awe enterprise wa PK Gombila ewo Tamale Gabson pharmacy Kofodua ho aso Beno pharmacy ewo ho saaso na Hayside pharmacy enkoko enkane yese Isaac drugstore eho ubenya bi Breima ewo museum ha adum ho wo so hwehwe Breima de twa rubber stamp original one ubenya bi former champion ewo brekum wo ko ho so a ubenya bebre ato ewo honom saaso na okoke wo ha Simon Fons babia Simon Fons wo no eho so opposite ke wo Methodist no ubenya bebre ato ewo honom orofui Alive supermarket ewo bechem ubenya bi ato ewo ho saaso na okọ Ashamaya House of Drug ewo Presby Junction ubenya bi Queen Bobone ewo Madina Race Junction saaso na Okashi drug lane baby bi eton duro bia no wura ho a ubenya otwea heba pada bi ya mrantie ne de ne nam a jungle daso ubenya bi ema no se wo menses na entimi ma o menses intimi ma fibroid any develop wo yefunu ahyase afi ne wahu wotura wo hia wotwea heba pada sama ne nyina no nsuo bi egugu no eluku pleasant oba wotura wotwea heba pada wo freye ye kwanya ifaso ye kyerewa wo yusu wotwea no na wade wo ho afiri se o menses ma se fibroid se nsuo ene egugu be ma de ma obanka agei ewo mpem be ma de ma obanka agei ewo mpem enti be ma wodura wo hia wotwea herbal powder hwehwe bi na fa ye numbers ni sesiye ni yemfa key bi nka ho na mo oba aka agye e wompam numbers no enie eye 0591 56 55 57 0591 56 55 57 0551 22 82 81 0551 22 82 81 the chat one say WhatsApp line is 0550 63 90 37 0550 63 90 37 Ochia herbal powder
Ejane Shua
wa ena obeba
Ejane Shua
wa ena obeba
Ochia herbal powder Jane Shua wa ena obeba well Ochia herbal powder for so ye ena ye ko Divine Hope Herbal Center. Woman Ochia herbal powder no a day abedwa. So good morning. SS inclusion gives me hope that Arsenal can now challenge the league trophy because Odegaard is going to have a proper competition in the number 9 position. Sergeant Ima inside Nungwa police station. The message up or day abba and so no. We see a friend or see a friend or arrow Nyankumasi Ainkro. Good morning. I didn't see the seriousness of Kumasi Asante Kotoko team yesterday. Donzo should start the next game. Kamara should be serious. Aro Nyankumasi Ahinkro and that one also a daily message a free a buyer and no pay. We see a friend of Apino. Good morning. I would like to advise Coach Abdul Karim Zito not to use African squad to play the Hearts game on Sunday due to the way Hasselfolk play. Karat football, robot football, combat football, military football. I am afraid they will cause injury to our players. Apino and so dear or de abba anope no. Yebejina so nyakoni what scientific herbal clinic. Wamo aso yaba. Yaba se Franco Nara transe and dikem and so transe. Yebesha manoni se mununa fie the other local stories atwaso e de amamuchane so se ne 12 o'clock dumienu and yebesori jumedian so ni what scientific herbal clinic.
Ni what scientific hospital. A team of medical scientists. I create a boom near the infidel was war. A juma or ya swear has he. Ya swear had ye. Yes, I'll buy a sabi. Near time a good amount. Said the coconon. The boom, ya do to a fiducial. The methodium mushimu. The meum at the potier, the Yadian Breo. Nessa meum in ya. Yarene do in the piano so. The better Yama what Yariasi. What the editing said. See, baby, I said, what to wear the Asia, which you to a center.
Open what scientific hospital, Dr. Phobius, your Jumani say, and Buna any time or what dear Eddie Dumiano, Yenyamu, Nafe, in Rakasa, whom my friends have fight to chemicals, no. Yes, struck Samuel in Runo, Nayan from friend no, and for a mount, and be our kidney no, Yaria Bemo, kidney no essay, young Kwana Ganaha, yet take a buying, Eddie dialysis, our kidney not say I could do said Dian Kwanwa. Nyarishemo na nyadi dina for ni chirem ewo ni what scientific hospital bofra ban e boye ama wa diabetes ye de bofra ban ene nyama bi efra e de mawa e be ko ma diabetes na o sugar e ko suru pe no eno so aboa ama etimi abafum e bia na o hwe misisi e na o problem pa e yo mema sem da ba bi wonu ma onya tenkan kora so ho ba beda obo so otimi nya hodi ne peja na no ba hyiemu a ehyiemu na adwo e obo so atesene be ma no ensore kora e bia na e no bia da so a wonom to yo ba na utie me na se e ya wo problem e bia na e fiber na akosi a wo kwan ana wa kwa ya sabia doctor si ensu abetata onkosi mo ovarian cyst ana se fallopian tube no e na block here obebu okura wo sebu ensisi so ni nyina timi sinyi se wo kwan be ma bia na hunso e na wo form nkwawan e wo form low sperm count na wo okura be ba be ne hunso mo no na e mo be friend spermatozoa no ba kokura we nyina e ha esi awo wo kwan a obebu what scientific hospital a enfidie bi ehwe wo be da di amia wo se problem bi wo no mo a ne timi ehwo aduro na afi aduane e be kira mo die pressure ti amwa bo peri asem kurasi ofie ntimi mo amane obi so hweme na ne die stroke akawa tompemo ye kwa ukọ ye ba wo so ntimi okasa na pampan boni bi akire friend halitosis yade ba ko a ya no wan bi obi opɛ wase obetimi akade a kyerɛ wo a ade bedi unya o kasa bia no obi atwene hwene okoda na nyimre o da o jonso antentem ye papa mo mpanifo no every 40 50 60 years ekwa ni mo no o prostate na ekese prostate enlargement eba sauda o jonso antentem o jonso bebransa na ade akye e mane nka achi emye kofa catheter ahoma nkoto ba memo abusuafo bi ebere nti manya adagye amo ya de dia nyadidie se ni what scientific hospital Ghana ha de o pa ya sabe ya dia ba fim die fidie ede twe enubena ena afa hode ni fra haban mu ede sawo ya de ma wa na eyeni what scientific hospital yiwo Kumase atonsu Monaco junction ya Dansura bank no ene bi eni mhwe enkran so ye ma 7 ye ben Janet Corner dan no 0244 087687. In case you are watching us from any part of the world, whether you are in any African country or you are watching us from Europe, you can contact us on WhatsApp +233 244 087687 or on Google Map. Just type Niwat Scientific Hospital and you'll be given the exact location.
Niwat Scientific Hospital. Nyako Panda Rumenti Wamoto Ebeba.
Niwat Keba Hospital and your coma say your kojo munkra to no munko Niwat munko yari wudu bia ha obiano wo metu ase ede amase franco na ratana se and dikem enso atrase be hwa mono ni nsem no mu se franco doctor na ho ye de
hoyne banyame adom bibia fine so ho ye
nyame adom
good na o sister ho ye
nyame adom no ho ye pa
na o sister
so se be bia me so mete no o show kasem ye be boa
o David semintimi
okay mate ai obia ho ye nyame ase pa
bona minim se o relate ma me odew
bayo bani biala ade baby ode why ode ade why ode
minim se o relate
me anti no
no so did the video no ma so sister yo
my movie pa
just pause
easy da on tie bakolo ade un tie bakolo se bakolo ejwa ma ye o
nenu ma mate
aputo la ai o nyomba we really
Spotify any bomb play on the video na maintain bro
ole ni o
you are most streaming most
I'm right no media na so minimum bro near to me friends with
okay ye fesiala aviala ankuyama andi
kwame
eni bere ene dumienu ene sorry so na afiedi eni akere Mensia Palace ene na Asante Hima wadani benkum so nti 1 week no eba so nti Mensia de enya dia debi enu na edum ahimfie konwa Mensia na omukọ na enye easy mkuye nwa Mensia head of the funo na eba so na say 1 week na eba so na enye easy ti ene dumienu yeni bere na it be
a lot of decency
of course
in and around the palace
yes
a lot of decency so we sha aposifo na
ediaba
akwemu a bia ni huni na Asante Hima yanko yen kama
bia nya kama
after we no na doti yi beba
ai
ansana so nim doti yi
ai
se ohimpon bia na ohima bi to a ansana ibesi no ye doti yi ni wia na afi isi na isi nemfo a isi Asante Hima afufa ohima no beba transim na afi do no ahwa amia ye ankasa itiase Asante amamre ni Asante amane ni entoto na se
debida intenti si nyenye ye mamponde no nyenye okay
kama na enra bi wo social media no so they purported near a confusion say be on ebe shas
okay
shemfo ni bi ni ade a na so ayefe into the enya ne sa
Andy
kwame
yen kwame no
okay Me started from the camp of Barcelona, Spain. Na Kwame Barca eho akire omo. Na nye finances nko a. Stadium omo be say si akan in their home game nso ye problem. Enti se si a UEFA mpanimfo aba be drew Spain. Omo na Kwame omo bag bobo omo chi a omo koi. Omo lande Barcelona. E dia na omo ba be ye. Omo ba be inspect the new Spotify company. Said ye drew no omo betimi asi akan ewo ho in the Champions League and the Spanish La Liga. This is here UEFA aba be do. Na oh sha Kwame baby omo aye dia drew no. The plan was simple.
Not to say the car for ya no mobile inspection by running
at that stadium. The plan for Barca before the season they say Barca but first 3 games no away. Barcelona against Real Mallorca, Barcelona against Levante, Barcelona against Real Vallecano. 3 matches we Barca born in our way. Sound of me fixtures no. And think a 4th game when a game against Valencia. And no the uncommon person who born the new Spotify company. But stadium baby oh my head do clearly be beyond tell some movie me abobo. And no nature go on your screen. Be beyond tell say and no na chika. Nye park ne nko aye boss no. Ye won nyema bibreba e was fit for purpose before the team is allowed to play. Now wo hwe nkra na eba na already Barca fa plan say omo nkomunji stadium biu. Omo ensa mo the Johan Cruyff Stadium biu. E ho no mo board Johan Gaspar Trophy no no mo board. Omo mo ni ho biu. No mo pese omo 4th league game a home game against Valencia no. Omo bo match ne wo ha. But Kwame, se si ya baby ejina no. Emu aye den. Unless you wait for kohwe no mo gitum ansa na omo the chance to play. Na eno anya yi a omo odwene Stade Montilivi ewo eye Girona. Omo stadium ho ho na Barca ehwe se omo ebetimi aye their new home for the 2025-2026 season na ebeba so no ho na omo pese omo di omo new home into Spotify company di ye twen say you fan panim for omo ababedu no make omo betimi age atu me free ho na me ba England ko Palmer celebration no ho nsensem di nsem bebre aba na Kwame ko Palmer celebration obi anim the celebration na abadru afijase enyina ofa baby am penimfo nyina eye the science eno na Kopama eye ewo eye TV sui eye the cold Palmer celebrations sana your friend no the cold Palmer celebrations na no na Kopama say sana celebration we are what no din cold Palmer no opese or register as intellectual property now the business na sa celebration we baby onya free ya no onya free ono anadam for friend Morgan Rogers a osi academy Aston Villa time na omo ewo eye enkura nim no sata na Morgan Rogers ewo Middlesbrough inti Middlesbrough bomb against West Bromwich Albion ena Morgan Rogers share goal inti o share goal no yes e de Kopama eye bi ena Kopama ka che ne say efi na ekọ no so share goal be inti it was Luton Town match in 2023 ena Kopama share inti o share goal no ena o yes and the science ya ekoso yi ena free ho no o share goal bia sa na o ye na eno aye so iconic for guys almost street and so fans almost stadium other players amene obia who say wo yes sign we ya Kopama sign ena wo ye Kopama celebrations ena wo ye Morgan Rogers o ye na de no kra wato atwere amene ababedi Kopama ho na no na o say as intellectual property no o kwa register no de aye business enti kwa me senka mefa ne say bia T-Rua na nka ye cold Palmer na che say cold Palmer T-Rua say eye drinks na ye cold Palmer drinks say wine na ye cold Palmer wine na no na say dina oko France omo so wo eye a company omo ye wine na wine na omo ye no omo friend Chateau wine omo se da bi omo mpre kwa me omo wine na wo TV so yi omo wo France Bordeaux Southwest France no omo wo Bordeaux omo se omo mpre ema Kopama emfa sa di no ento ni business na opeso o ye no so because Kopama wodin enti imagine say we mu de na Chateau Palmer na sa edin no omo fa free a former British Army officer time na war ewo ho in the olden days no or be conquer a place ɛhɔ yɛ estate in Bordeaux nti ɔmo di ne din na to area ha ɔmo frɛ no ɛyɛ Palma saa area estate saa na ɔmo frɛ no nti ɔmo yɛ nsa no na ɔmo de to so na saa nsa we Kwame ɔmo shop na ankasa no ɔmo main office na wɔ so a ɛwɔ France no kɔ Bordeaux a saa ɛyɛ Chateau wine for no ɔmo vineyard office na ankasa ni na wine no Kwame ɔmo hyɛ ase yɛ no 1814 211 years ni ɛna ɔmo hyɛ ase yɛ saa wine oyi okɔ France a ɛtɔ baako 750 euros na kyɛ sɛ uni sika untimi nkɔtɔ nom nti sesi a no ɔmo sɛ ɔmo mpene ɔmo asɔre atia Kopama a sesi a ɔmo de asɛm ne bɛkɔ court na ɔmo akɔ akɔka ho nsɛm ahwɛ de obedi bem no na kyɛ sɛ ɔno atimi
because ɔmo wine ne wine edin bɛ a
Chateau wine yes
ɛna Kopama se ne de ne bɛ
Cold Palmer
wine
Palmer ne di Palmer no
difference wom
no ɔmo ga edi Palmer no
what difference wom
Kwame ebe shadow ɔmo de no
how that is ɔmo nje ɔmo de in India na
oh Mickey we dey
ade we in 18 something
no 1814 211 years ni
and the baby
ombedi for complete
baby you see the Palmer is the common thing here
yes
and uko register here there's no way omobe to my especially Kopama register no England no or to France meaning say Europe or common trade regulations and all those things but I wonder if it will stand the test of time.
Hey.
And interestingly, Kopama is just registering the brand name Cold Palmer so that at the core they buy a crown so they call wine or they call we. But let's see, they could even go to the extent say we can say any he can use the name for all other products except
the wine.
Because sometimes you will ambush marketing. What I say, in fact, say product Chateau wine no agidin pa Chateau Palmer wine no agidin pa na say no musi spell o mu Chateau no na wonso wako register bi so be fra o de SHTTO Chateau wine a different names all right but ube didi ewo edin na we na wo din na je no nti ahwe aye register mfama nti let's see where they get to but I'm thinking say they will struggle. I'm sure say the omuye a kwan bi so man so see di kura an advantage for them to publicize their products
because me minti wine that
enti san komodie o master
minti da anti say no mate dem minti dem
can publicity no
I'm a lot of people
ebe big time
publicity
and people will read omu kromu ye wine then omu ye brebe no mu buy now we are talking about the number of years they've been in existence. We are talking about the cost of the wine. People who are fan of wine ebe research around it into say empomu kodruko no mu lusukra they've gained in terms of publicity.
Me the Midfield the only we can hear brand foreign place no di diomo brand no
say it na we can say Kwame Kopama are popular
very popular.
Kopama is popular and look at its progression in terms of the name Kopama
security near what in the video chere on nam kwa
oh yes
Kopama na na boso
obeti ya Kopama
on na
mafija say eti that is the level of influence Kopama betimi akọ and then on we hu no so what I say enti what I say omo those European regulations enti you know the influencer Kopama din no e de be ko na mo de ne so akata no because I mean I agree say in the last few days omo popularity ne because all because of Kopama and all the English tabloid obi e ka ho asem Daily Mail at any move be eka enti ebe push your mama go to that level so imagine say Kopama timi secure the certificate to register that business no go ahead about be cold Palmer Kwame imagine almost an area obi akra
the be BSC am be na cold na man for bobi ego mobo simple cra
what the buy the mu ye place omo brand no then omo dey here
na Kwame how many of them are popularity that one and say how many of our guys
and they be a popular pay etwem ko omo brand omo dey here
omo you see Kwame say scan unya na nko apese odidi a
you see sorry Andy omo boy from 2006 to 2010 2014 they come on World Cup no talking about John Mensah Asamoah Gyan, Sule Muntari, Stephen Appiah, name them. The list go on and on and on. And they won't who ding or baby. Mekaisem said John Mensah crack or drink factory. Fruit juice when there. I don't know where it got to. I saw Anthony Annan doing his time. Asamoah Gyan, I have tried several businesses, but we are not getting him. Why the name Baby Jet? It's not on any brand. RSL. The name Baby Jet. Instead of Baby Jet, Kebi Okwakoye energy drink B. Advert at their moment. Ambassador their moment. And can imagine he partnering with a certain company and having the energy drink called Baby Jet. Nasa energy drink no more. Ahwadi ubinyano. And Nimrika ubitimetu. And none of there Samuel Gyan got this publicity around it. But because the name Baby Jet is big, yet fans, the Baby Jet is not being used anywhere. Tornado was big.
Just Taylor.
What I say? Look at the name. The brand name look like the Tornado. But where is it? Or the Korea Step up.
Step up.
Step up now far. Until let's see how they will use those names,
Andy.
Come
above no be so you soon gidi but and CL7. Copy CL7 boxer keke. Boxer
perfume.
CL7 perfume.
Invest.
Those times DB7. David Beckham 7.
Yes.
DB7 Kwana Yasam Kessben.
Andy.
No, you need a team.
You don't know sorry, Andy, once again. Your football and it's cannibal. Or person and Crawford. But when they find people around them, professionals, even professionals. I build a brand, that brand need this kind of be aba. That's our professionals need to be. What I say?
Okay.
And the
let's pick any of our musicians, for example. Say Shataba. Sako de Mubaha. Omukasa ba could be a video. You chat me wa.
Yes.
Obehuna da social media biya. Just a step, a video. You footballers na. How many of our footballers now say we movie crack cameraman dinechi? They don't value even publicity. How many of them? Say, or no, or bani team ni speak to this man. We road manager. And you'll be a come more magidi on war brand because Baby Jet is a whole institution. He's a whole institution. Or what team our mobile say we a cameraman, we in a video way, when they make sure so Bekasa minute way, when they make sure so Bekasa dura, when they make sure say questions so answer, when they make sure say 30 minutes. Musicians no wodin nyina kwame. Wodin nyina. Into omunama ansa na obehu no. Na nipa wo hie
omuso no.
Ansa na ohu nipa ne to no. Eni asem keto. So you need a team. Obi a oye business oriented. Obi a what that mindset. Obi a oye expert. In yanko way, yamfa e brand dinko say ye level na kwaduru ha. Nti ye push deal no fa ha e befa. Nkrofo we o manage we ho. Ye hwe Baby Jet ha de brand ne fa e be yi. Ye he John Mensah influence na obo ase no. Eti say nti ye sa de yanko establish pure water e wo obo ase de yamfa nto so say John Mensah drinks. Kwame ne nhwe ha bi si akọ. Nti well, you cannot blame them, but I think say going forward no. Your guys now omonso are go to that level. Omanya din no Kwame. And then I can't about Kudus Muhammad. Now let's Franco. Kwame Dina Kudus walk. There's no negative about Kudus. Kudus or ye be been and yakra on Tessi Kudus. And whoever advise him, what does say just an attempt or a media team to do that work for him. Well, it's a plot for him. Because Kwame Kudus would ding. BBM, born in BBM, until any negative about Kudus Muhammad. Until going forward, maybe almost believe we say omoneska. Into omo how omo be brain so well Kwame. You cannot begrudge them.
Ronaldo sika be brain so still they are still working, no?
Kwame say the obi aso na there.
Okay.
Obi ohun say after all there.
Okay.
Me ha me who be brebe. There me we are me okay ya. Kwame untimi nya na hwe. Nti let's move on. Obi say Chastel and so ke obetimi aye.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree to at a point. Say Chastel no me the t-shirt. Bulletin back. club tea, key holders, handkerchief,
calendars.
Well, Keo Chastela Estate will rank any bad. Sarang me one. Chastela Estate, send any bad.
Yenibre.
Okay, intimament to us. Now, Mintiko Pama 7 o'clock, me dear see. Omoni Kupama barbecue. Say, Omon Woko Pama. Me cry me head any baby. Me head and tell me the cold Palmer celebrations on a net. Baby a Kupama to kill a bono at Yeduno. France for the one print. And my name Kata Omon wire. In Crofu to chamo many general. Omon premon me kataso. Now the talk is about Eze. Eze na Kwame. Tottenham for once again, I am Sheha, and will be a Biyumaduano Sinamari. The William Borgi da Silva move to Tottenham Hotspur is still fresh. William a Tottenham Hotspur, Okoya Medicals in Po.
Oya Medicals.
Okay. Morino pick a phone, called him. William, you answer about Chelsea. You was a Morino Saturday, I was so hit him now. Tottenham for issues at time, no. Now William Sako Kahua. Sometimes when Chelsea were enough, they had one man no matter Eden Hazard, Oscar. Still on the William Beckham. And I come and on the man, William echoed the right side of attack. William no more number 7 that in all his career in Shakhtar Donetsk. It was a left-sided winger or a number 10. Okay. But about Chelsea because of Eden Hazard now also adapted and offer on one man no matter. William is stronger than one no matter in terms of physicality. For the flair, but William is strong and Morino then call the right side. And Chelsea fans no Tottenham Hotspur. So Arsenal for a starting as a move. Almost that one ni release clause in the time came. Arsenal la baby. This is a boy who started from Arsenal. Almost releasing at the age of 13. Into no Arsenal and him 13 years no releasing man the koye. Oko Queen's Park Rangers kakra. And they were calling a man about Crystal Palace. Na Kwame. Tottenham phone him said I know born a match against Chelsea or Stamford Bridge. No coach down fans and no born in same. Into yen I crack I said last match no Monday your baby can say the last match or for Crystal Palace. It's likely say he will move out. Into being him so Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah. And no Arsenal first step up. Straight away, Omako Akofa a better easy. So she Tottenham and Nimuna, Kudus, Papi Matasa, Brian Johnson, Kulizeski Munyamai. And think out here is a straight away in Koko the left side, a Honan Koko. Tottenham for the money actually Aston Villa, Omoko Akofa Morgan Rogers. In the absence of Ezedo, Omoko Akofa a Morgan Rogers. But Aston Villa Momaya was £80 million. And only sika omum famra and yes omun yum our house ade ne boarding English players no boy team too much. Morgan Rogers Limbo Overban say no doubt you say Morgan Rogers between 35 to 40 million 40 half yes. In the recent market chim 40 markets now inflated yes and 40. The selling club decides size but pay the profile no, and what he can offer for me I think within that range Madueke and Rogers one have it do afano. Nasi Madueke crane on only boy. No, me I will pick Morgan Rogers. But Madueke 50, eh? Yes. 50. No, they 35 million top player. England. And they 35 million top player England. Eh 50 ko. Say no say person who say player be deserve ball not. I other players are sika e dey tom. Now they are comparison. But also for player na they actually on one board there emfa what you say to say be a to we say into win soon ke bia BBC then you will have a fair grounds to do your comparison and analysis. Tottenham again Arsenal when here no meba again player ton ya forget about him e dey factor new major factor e dey factor pa baby e free and so a factor team a who free a factor team a pel a factor agency a factor but when these guys are agents and then big big say Isaac Gonzalo Gaetan these are and there Jonathan Bennett Pinizavi Jorge Mendes and then Rafaela Pimenta ni kura omo who's an agency not doso Nti omo akane no omo control transfer market no. These days Ali Barat control transfer market more this season. How many times who say George Mendes akwakoye move e dey ama obi. Who Mendes the biggest move in this transfer market here, the renewal of Lami Yamal in Barcelona. Nti ene ye wo other agents omo wo omo ase a omo control market ne.
Yeah.
Nti omo hoodin na ba fam kakra and players no so no obie tries to obey the hands on those guys around. Now, it is an ebona kwakoye Morgan Rogers Oswa Obama time to grow. At least obetimi amount 10 years. Oh yeah, English play English international. Se bibia nsi amana move out and England for say nyini ne wanyini na obeye bibi to say Rashford mo bi say even Rashford check the number of years Rashford did in the Premier League. What check Raheem Sterling say je bibi na besi na ebe pushing it out. Obetimi amount 10 years in the EPL. Enti kwame we na Tottenham for where so Bobekwa be fan no about be see as a name in the Tottenham Hotspur team. Now to what's the Arsenal and Tottenham one here is it? Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham here is it?
Yeah.
Kwame. So far Arsenal team no fan to screen so no be anhwe bi. Wo hwe animu na. Kwame animu na Arsenal team no na that TV so. Me matching. Me far from Odegaard and then Rice that breho na mediako. So omo hwe omo team on paper. Norgard Zubimendi replacement. Odegaard Kai Havertz ebetimi abo baabi a Odegaard wo no. A time Moneri ebeba baabi a Bukayo Saka wo no. Gabriel Fernando Jesus ebeba baabi a Jokeres e wo no. Ofa enchen ha Martinelli yeni ezem free as Martinelli. Madu Okenie Leandro Trossard nkoy. So ofa Trossard betimi a ball left. Obetimi a ball right. Obetimi a sambo baabi a Jokeres wo no. So ofa Gabriel Jesus can play Saka ho. Obetimi abo baabi a Jokeres wo no. Jesus obetimi a sambo baabi a Eze wo no. Intinka and Masdorsen so aba and he picked so well over the preseason. Minka Miguel Merino. So ofa Merino can play the Rice role, can play the Odegaard role as well. It is enka wo team on paper. So odi obi ba, o the big player na eba. Me fan say team here that way. Now the Rodrigo Gues aba. The moment Rodrigo Gues beba no, Martinelli or Leandro Trossard, but what is has achieved as a player or top tier omo. He comes in with different mentality because he's a former Real Madrid player. But so here is that omo team here that way no omo wo akire ni nyina kwame. Emuru su bebrebe. Enti ehɔ no aha de enko aha oba opeu obe face competition. Aha oba opeu obe face competition. Minimum koma Andre better ni bedi. Minimum koma Mikel Arteta ni bedi. But kwame so of number 10 o, so of number 11 o obeche onu obi betabo. So statically in the 70th minute 65th minute
also free
mo obi ba. So matches obon na next week omo ebeba be esa ade ni bi. Enti competition for places up front because you see anonymous do kekura ba no. Onya hu ne ho ano. The first game against Man United Martinelli antimi oba no antimi because Martin Saka kura hwie ye. Enti na mu ode de ma omo. Enti animu ne de in fact Arsenal team ne de in terms of depth, in terms of quality and kahoetria. Now come to Tottenham Hotspur. So far Tottenham Hotspur Eze, me share the dimensions of Eze on the field of play of Tottenham Hotspur. One, James Maddison e pra obeba next year match into omamu ha. The next player as number 10 ye Papi Matasa. Senegal ni Abrante no. So far Papi Matasa na offer Eze. Omo nyina ye two national team players. Technically, Eze is ahead of Papi Matasa. The Matasa wa Eze ni be a one shooting and two transitional play. And yen carry ball fanko yenim. But so Eze obesa attack bi diama. Obesa attack bi diama. Nti so obono as tenor in the triangular midfield or some support to the 6 and 8. Emma on ho sa ato. Na akwa ultimi sa boni 8 obeba boni ye diama. Eze on the left and as a number 10. Left what the Brian Johnson into onu obi amprehwe. Brian Johnson who is a crow basic cross amana so me change this number. Into onu obi amprehwe. Papi Matasa si edisika kase koto Eze ba. Obesa se fight with Jao Palina obe fight with Bentaka mo na mfimfim won so ape position kopem se James Madison beba ntinka eze ba Tottenham Hotspur na kwabe next match against Manchester City straight away nko start but against Arsenal no yen hwe football bibia betimi asi but Arsenal ni mu ho no yen ti so omuton obia Leandro Trossard ni so obekoba he still around nti Tottenham Hotspur de kwame or bank and position ne da ho a enka oba be ya dwuma na ma bibia akwa as a skills kakra na omo yi no ewo TV ne so no ball ne de onimbo na to da bia ya akwadwere wo mu otime relax do sometimes ne behavior na ya akwakoye Anthony Martial and Rashford bu de ni bi omo na ntia so maje Ballon d'Or 5 and omo de bobo no or was attitude mu but for me and also na man here sometimes special only is the call Bayern Munich or born in homodin let's hope say in Arsenal or so kwame obetimi show the quality
Do you know that what the France Wine Company is doing is a huge marketing tool for them? Now everyone has got to know about their brand. Either they win the case against Cole Palmer or not. They have gotten the mileage they wanted. Their brand is trended since they started the banter with Cole Palmer. Honorable Kojoba Ajimai. True. And narrow.
And then Grofwa. Omutie ekro has says omu kwa kwose for say wine no grad se bebre
ai adibi wo ha wutimi koye na aboa mu nyedin whether negative or positive
what they call publicity no
wato ewie well and came we dey see ya ai na mama se Franco na be man se Franco bebe mu no momme enko Dr. Dawood asuyeye na yemre ba se Franco Naro and so ebehwa amano ni nsem no kakra ede amayen.
Enuanom ne adofo ye frɛ me Dr. Dawood me na me da Dawood Heba Hospital ano na enam me so ena ne Dawood ointment Dawood 360 capsules wodwa man so a ene obi adi hu adanse na duwei edutwam Dawood ointment o se fatwi na ebeko ofa Dawood 360 capsules o se sisi na ade ewom na drom yenu wei adwuma bom obi a osisi ye o ya pa de obeye ne se o de Dawood ointment no etwitwe osisi na anopa ene anwumre a nansa bia no na o de bia bo asawa obetimi de atua udware wi a fa Dawood ointment o de te ne fa sra ta bre kro na no na wonom Dawood 360 capsules no anopa ene anwumre na danse ye na ba amane o de enko na enko ti adanse ni bi
Dawood ointment edrowe me straighten and well done. The toda me po djuma na me honam nyina me ye me ho bibi enye ba se minya sa Dawood ointment we na me twitwi a na no pa so minya Dawood 360 na me no mo a ese kwa re me ye adwuma kura se kane no te do we de edi masema ma no be di so asema ma ye electrician na ye adwuma ekofia ye ntimi na Dawood ointment so ye adwuma na obra okoduru fia fa twitwi ade be che no na ho aye den Dawood ointment fa twi keke nebeko
Ram use we mama hode pa ma metimi gba odwuma bibia e kama e ma me ye Dawood 360 capsules and a Dawood ointment o memre we no na do we no so twitwi wa aposo e be ma ya oni nyina afiri o ma de che otimi be gba odwuma Dawood ointment fatwi na ebeko
da bia amafo company de wo ka musa akospreda mi secret na nu ani ebudo na ani Dawood ointment ene papa mi sole anopa mi di twitwi mi sisi achi mi bebia he Mentebre secret in here. Tis also to Samia. We use Dawood ointment. That's the secret of my taxi driving.
Me a transmission gearbox specialist. Ejuma mi ye. En na mi pega dia, na me nsakura antimi pega. And I say me ma dia so na lock me sisi. She say if you say me share Dawood 360 capsules and the Dawood ointment. Aboa me bebre the dry you so amente ya mente blebia. Obia mo modern so betimi apɛ Dawood ointment and the Dawood 360 capsules enya biato odofo se watibi aduro ya meka ho asem no eno ho adanse ene wono madi no ko pharmacy e ben wo herbal shop e ben wo ne koto Dawood ointment Dawood 360 capsules na se de enkrofo di ho adanse no wo so be di ho adanse wo pese wo frɛ ya eno na wo screen ase no 0244 88 64 37 na 020 168 1717
baby a yeton aduro wo man Ghana mu bia no o de wura house open Dawood ointment any Dawood 360 capsules.
Dr. Dawood and your call Masway a day in Krato, the by Sir Franco Naraya Crado. The move by Tottenham Hotspur for Eze seems to have make Arsenal angry. Who is their North London rivals to sign Eze? It's simple as that. Dr. Moses, senior lecturer, the Montfort University, Leicester, UK. Buffo na ba komu hia no
you see buffo komu na yedi no keto bisa no e asem kese pa na esi on North London adena Arsenal for the to the most person e asem kese pa we obi a unim North London, the rivalry between Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur. Ebelechi Oluchi easy Ibu ni abrantia o English abruchi mem. He's a typical London boy because the life from Arsenal, Fulham, name them. KPL, London, Drew Baby names so calling them Kakrebi on loan. Then he came back to Crystal Palace, a proper London boy. And Arsenal di Kakon, try. Then fast forward, everybody felt that Spurs is a done deal. Then Arsenal. First of all, the jubilation on the streets of Seven Sisters and those neighboring towns North London, the pubs near there, Arsenal did winning a trophy over Spurs by a Kwama first way via a branty Belechi easy a free Spurs in Semno. Nandi can't send be now be I am fair near Uncle Mourinho say. Ohwe team na Tottenham Hotspur se na se William koka ho a ebetimi omuhu betima yehu amekona ye den dia ma Chelsea,
so you weaken them,
so my team ne nya den sa ofani we na se bench kura na obeba betina na the squad depth na kosoro obeye, so it could even be for shege reason even though the guy can compete. But one Arsenal Gini say no much bragging rights no every Spurs for him. That's the first thing.
Okay.
And who Spurs the team now? My dream say Ebelechi Eze koka hua and they will be stronger. And they will be stronger. And they and tasintase kakra Archie Spurs. Arsenal has succeeded in destabilizing them. Fast forward, Ebe Ushemu Pa he's a number 10. Etimini and the no mo kasa Arsenal here no eya adwen. Who fast na team no pa number 10 for no or more by 3 or 4. At least the obvious one is their captain, Odegaard. Kai Havertz is a number 10. The boy nobody knows Sakobo striker. No. Merino. Mikel Merino is another number 10.
Even
can also play there. Me and the Adam fans are Quadafi no bent to make a competitiveness. I mentioned I'm fan count. And Ebelechi is apart from number 10, a beer left wing ho, and will be a right wing. Left wing going to be a bit to Masa Bobby. And also soon Wakofa Madueke, Edna Babeka Martinelli. So also had an Akohana. But Arsenal wants to have a very good squad. For me, say within the financial fair play system, no, okay. This boy who is an or egupa. Atete dia grono ordinator trabencha and here
we can give him a uniform or cotton bench attitude.
Or yes, stubborn. There's a proper Niger boy, Ibunia Brantier, on Fabogenya swine. Or no cool bench. Or mono yakuasa Mamu de Nibia, Ukaso no Akonibi. Inti Ateta should be ready for that. Even on the pitch, it will be and the colleagues say Tiano so on contact and no in any moment. But Omash Space. Let's see what happens. Kwame, Spurs the money no Newcastle for and no as a releaser Alexander Isak there Newcastle for so I responded. Now bro for the level of professionalism near something else. PFA for an awards no. Alexander Isak was supposed to attend because he was part of the team of the season. wanko. Why? Because in neya wako titeno so pure public place send a central for better on the stories ni de ni ye beba nintino. He didn't go. Kessben wako. But before the release sorry he can't attend. No full there even proper for him to attend. Name moda players na so muto abani man titiriu in Newcastle for players. Owie no say broken promises. A boshe obviously Newcastle for share no I bepim ne omobubu boshe no so no. Now no so obeba back about be share the Magpies. White and black jersey intimacy. Na Newcastle for so about things. The woman himself Branty na can't bear 3 years on the contract anymore. Omun kaida so much and bubia or baby as on bemanako. To mu de 110 million pounds sterling omu reject ni also penny be a nebo no munim dada omu first canembra. Inti hesenia sania man bisako. Okrofasha say so if a kwa could do level say chinchina chini season transfer window not close here. How would he be integrated? The law is on the side of Newcastle United. If eventually he doesn't move, he has a binding contract. United for so ya debut. Almost Beleban, unse Belebano, dear Druni dear, this season. United can finance it this season. And a brandy friend Martin Hillman or Denmark. He played under Amorim in Sporting CP. Very interesting. A brother Koba said January Amorim a free Sporting Abama United. No, this boy went out and criticized Amorim. Say portray him to be unprofessional. Say wajamu in the middle of the season. Ejaho ako. No numpo Amorim ninti eno jani team eba Sporting. And Amorim ejano ho eko. And Amorim pa Abrantiano. Abrantiano super United aba. Seven no ayesere kakra. But utia nisika omni 69 million pounds sterling. United for GDS are a bit expensive. They are contemplating. Omunjai holding midfield are not top. No mun train prepare Enkoto Belaba next season. Because they will not be playing in any international competition. Now the discussion at United is are they enough? So bet me push here my Champions League slot. Top 5 no. Enti my Enkofo Biamba. And I say that is the stage Manchester United finds itself now.
Beleba price no enu next is na reduce one.
That's what they think. And now we are no free. We are no say free where. We are no free where. This season no matter 3 major signings. United had 3 major signings.
No, I'm not looking even at minimum sika say issue.
Entino ebetuma ba say afi ukotua say sika na ubebu financial fair play. But who prepare who enu next year no anya space ubetimi dey at even at that price or probably a little higher price.
Hey man, you intimate food is be prepare market. Carlos Beleba 105. Na Ederson boys. Carlos Beleba only more about Ederson. M1 say well maybe they are also looking at age again.
He's 21. Yes. And he's a Premier League boy.
Also the name dey or bibini dey ba miji tum.
Okay.
And Premier League experience. And that's idea 105 million pounds to player. And him idea pass you. It should be a player that provide you a lot on the field of play.
Yeah, they call Rodri.
Yes.
Rodri at their peak.
Yes.
At his peak.
Jude Bellingham more level. Pedri more level. 19 more level. Then they 100 though. Omo cry no say nya na master come here 17.
Prof
100 million.
Fabi Soswe. Na yamfa man no semisio.
Dog semna na o count Tottenham no. Tottenham are war on that slide for 2 occasions. Niena William Chelsea the year omo. And of course, Niena Arsenal said the year omo. But Mickey okay Sean Wright Phillips story no. And also Oba Arsenal. Arsene Wenger kwa ko dim koma wi 7 million pounds o ma agree ewa na Chelsea afrechiri e de 3 times figure no 21 aba so adi a Chelsea dia yomo
nsi chiri Chelsea
eberechi obie nim se okototenam otise Arsenal bana no friend ni entourage ni se omoni Tottenham ne dia omfa bibia ento na Arsenal no pe. So let's see what happens. I think he's a fine player. He will add a lot to the Arsenal team. No, I think I'm tilting towards Asema Doknana Rukan say this year should be Arsenal's years. This year it should be their year. As I saw Mutimiji the Premier League. No.
As I saw Mutimiji Premier League no yem famano nisam no ensia na yento adwumedie ne so Midfield action ene de bremo enne anope hyene so se dumienu 12 o'clock ene be so adwumedie ne so na ye die ni ache Mensia Palace na Asante Hima odani bankum so no yakwa kopiem na eyiye no ye de ho nsema wodo so e de bremo. The players of Kumasi Asante Kotoko should up their game. I didn't see any seriousness in the players in their match against Gold Stars yesterday. If this is how they are going to play in Africa, then I'm sorry to say we can't even eliminate Kwara United. They will beat us auto. The coach on the other side should start using the new goalkeeper we bought from Bechem United, because as for Kamara dear, he will perform well in the game and make numerous mistakes. From Seke, on also message that would be free a Peru West District and our day abreye. Yeba local stories and so answer and yebeda and wabasimaka krabia bar. Near the other local stories and also the mama Kessben 93.3, 92.9. Kessben television and na ocean and na other issues a hodo ewo. Professor and so aye kradom obewrem na ono so ensama wodo no odeni nyina e dia baba sabre de yebekọ Dr. Muzu aseye aba.
Akwa aba ba Amuzu Herbal Clinic na vitamins Muzu P Herbal Mixture e drive the faji atuma ebua honam yawo so obi say doctor meti yawo me bema no mu idon so a meti yawo na idon so a me bre ana say me bema no me pepe de wuhia e ya Amuzu P Herbal Mixture doc many me reach yan ho sane me ana yawo pa na mete say we na wo ti say bema de dura American for ama wo no ya Amuzu P Herbal Mixture obi said dog me hu se me jonso a ana jonso ne nyefe ana pam no wo shepa iri jonso na echi dog me jonso ase na bia kam mo sa se mayase me ya be ma wo sa ha no me kanfo Amuzu P mu nya beko di oti ya oni ntohwe no mo di ni ntohwe na ho no sankofo nyina no me kanfo Amuzu P ma nwate obi said dog te me jonso ana emo apai we nam sen obi said doc me jonso ani nso kwa totro efremu ba ena obi said doctor me koja na so se me chemu a obo sa ka frɛ na nso man efreba no ba de wuhia ya Amuzu P Herbal Mixture oba so a otie mi a obu ni se wi a echire no pampan ko na eka ko na eba me kanfo Amuzu P ma wate oba so ode po how white how nso basa egu wase o ne pa yie pampan ya no wo shape o wase oba jonso oti yawe wadro ya Amuzu P Herbal Mixture obebu enkeka ye na che mamno kasika fie na himfie bia na abie ni kuru na no ekọ ho a pampan ya ohu no nya panketwa amasabi ni confidence no kwa na ekọ form oba bi otie mi a otimi bu ni nsa in bleeding obo sa within 2 months no bu ni nsa mprenu onya nkeka ya na ya osa pa Amuzu P nu masa nyina ejai wako twa scan de so wo PID unu kunu hia ni nsuo nyina se na asan na chi aba enam keka na akogina upiodi nu nti onya Amuzu P nu mu a sa ha ni nyina be komo ho ato say nroi ukọ pharmacy ukọ drugstore herbal shop obenya bi etu no anya bi ato wo Kumasi akodani herbal misi herbal apidank owo mbrom sa nso na icof ni Colinac omo Ashtown Accra ukọ Kanshi Dragley ubisa na Nabuachi Kingswalk Tinates Repass and Hallows ebi etu nro makon anase dudu pirano ukọ no so pa Amuzu P a obenya bi ato se o pese nu semise bi a peti bi so fa na manefre for further and better direction Amuzu P herbal mixture Maudi Hiochalo with a refuasi.
Dr. Dawood ena ya call na so ye ene ne namo a be pie Dr. Muzu enso so sabe da wa Mohammed ay krado awal ma membra ho na fe ye hwe de bre.
I think that enwa se wo report e course we DR Congo. I just say Aaron Wan-Bissaka acquire the DR Congo passport. Obekai say or make it that move to switch the nationality from England. DR Congo for ne dinechia some couple of times, but went me no. This time around the nationality switch now complete and say you Mickey and say my bet to John say what me acquire the passport. Se me no kasai or a DR Congo ni anesa. And what it means say next month or more 2 important World Cup qualifiers are mobile the 2026 qualifiers na kosono. One of the games against Senegal, and of course the other game will be against Togo. And near Chirene say Mickey available for selection. Say coach Sebastien Desabre Nadjin say he will fit all the plans for that qualifiers now. Wan-Bissaka can be called up into the squad. And Mickey, young head table no how omu group no group B ACTA. DR Congo are in a very good position to qualify to the next World Cup. The first black African country to have ever appeared at the World Cup was the country. But then Zaire said Omotisi about DR Congo. After 6 games in that group are among Senegal, Sudan, Togo, South Sudan, and Mauritania. Mickey, after 6 matches, almost 13 points. And possible say omobetimi qualify. And I think say with the inclusion of Aaron Wan-Bissaka no ebe add a lot of very good vibe to the setup no. Last AFCON Ivory Coast, they reached the semi-final for the first time since 1998. And I think say it was good for them during that competition. No? And the likes of Atamasua Kuma also Akobwama various countries back. Wan-Bissaka mo, the likes of Matusami mo, Cedric Bakambu, and of course the striker of Pyramid FC, Meka Festin Kalala. And they have some very good setup. So Mickey, for me, Aaron Wan-Bissaka joining the DR Congo setup, no, I think it's a very good news for the national team going to the next month 2 all-important World Cup qualifiers Amobebo against Senegal and of course against Togo or the World Cup qualifiers. So, and Peter Shalulile the 129th goal of the PSL no. And Sundowns went away to Magesi and he scored the second goal after said Jaden Adams shared the first goal in the game no. So Mickey, what it means Wababe equal the record of Siabonga Nonveti as PSL all-time top scorer. Oko the South African PSL now 129 goals. Ena Siabonga Nonveti ashe. Ewo the South African PSL no call history now. And of course, Enwa, the Namibian striker, the Namibian captain Peter Shalulile was able to score the 129th goal. Now 128 prior to yesterday's game no. And Mickey, the video on your shot actually the second goal now Oshema Sundowns no. Ono share no enema wababe equally the record of Siabonga Nonveti. So Mickey, what it means is say no betimi extend it. And Ohena was some couple of years to play within the life as a footballer. And he is likely to be the all-time top scorer within the South African PSL. I think that is so massive for the Namibian captain Peter Shalulile. Last AFCON, I watched him for the Namibian setup, almost round of 16 before losing to Angola. And this was how he captured on it when he equaled the record of Siabonga Nonveti or the PSL now. Ekosono. Miki Kitwebi, I think Victor Boniface to AC Milan is likely on personal terms, the Omo agree. So the agent are called. So I think it's very good, but unfortunately, AC Milan team a few way more Europe. But competitively, he's up there, and I think making a move from Bayer Leverkusen to AC Milan, a very good step in the right direction because you are moving up there from one big team to a team I know you're more bigger than the previous team I won. So I think it's a very good for Victor Boniface that move now. Or making a key to on Enra, Felix Afenajan.
Yeah,
also make a switch from Cremonese to Ahmedspor, a second tier side in the Turkish league, no.
I say Afinijan Kunichi
and after that wonderful display against Super Eagles, was a man for boy say I didn't know one young Qatar 2022 World Cup no. From AS Roma, Afena Cremonese about between 7 million euros. Atono. Wakobo Cremonese, omo Italian Syria and omo relegation. Omo relegation no, and or call loan to Juventus B, omo next generation, Juventus B no. And na season na eba beshasi o back to Cremonese. Oni Cremonese na pre-season no. Mo back into the Italian Syria. And I know about to just say, Wasa make another move to Ametspor. I said descendants,
some of these players don't play the importance of playing for national team.
Okay.
That decision, yes, the World Cup now I am Fanankon. Some of us spoke against it.
Yes.
But after the World Cup, on any team no about say Omumoma national team.
Yes.
I remember saying it here. This guy will live to regret this decision. Fairness, anyway, I see. Sometimes it hurts. But at the end of the day, the first person, Nipa Bakwa, yes, our decision, a bepim no regret here, Samir J. Battles.
Yeah.
Samir J. felt at a point in time, Olede was being given unnecessary advantage over him. Odiabufu was so mobile. He regretted it. He came out to apologize and say he regretted it. And I think, sir, if you are playing in Europe, now you're a national team player, and near the show you're different. Who's a comparison of two players? So we were a national team player, we were a national team player. And to told the beer, your system is fair. But Mawa, people felt they have Afinajan. Are they obey in the 2 games against Nigeria? Nanke so Kata. But the handlers of the team at times felt that, look, Inaki Williams and we are ahead of him. And they were ahead of him. On paper, it looks like it. Maybe on humanitarian ground, people felt he did well in qualifying us. Because right after the World Cup, he was going to be called.
Yeah.
In fact, he had an invitation, they turned it down. And then down.
Kofum sir. National team no.
You see, now it will be not my game say, is it divine something? This boy is from Wenchi.
Yeah.
Afinajan, Asamoah-Gyan. Yeah. Asamoah-Gyan started Blasters, no, she 13. This boy was wearing 13. So Afinajan, Asamoah-Gyan.
You know, be Beshas, Asamoah-Gyan,
Amaya. Getting a replacement.
Yeah, Dino Craft.
A Dino, baby, I'm free, everything. And he emerged right shortly after, so we were secondary school.
Yeah.
Morino, a man, a hype.
Yeah,
to the extent they were Tom Pabuacha that present your man. But hey.
But is it also not a case of the guys Nankasa progression, no Ankasa Nancy Nguyi?
Correct.
Share.
That's all Sana.
Salis.
Salis Abdul Samad.
Everybody thought Salis is the one to take over our midfield. Look at the retrogression. We within a space of 2 seasons in you.
Yes.
Some are also progressing.
No, those guys are more progress. Yeah, you are talking about the Kudus, the Kamaldins, apart from Semenyo. Yes.
Some of them are progressing.
No, I'm not saying say Omunina.
Yeah, Ali Dusedu also from Clermont to start René.
But at least share. Oh, Kwame Jiku.
Jiku crowd yes say Fenerbahce onye bi mo.
Share Jiku. Share Tarek.
Jiku is retrogressing.
Share Tarek. Share Gideon Mensah. Those are the guys you expect them to progress. And you Omunina, but Jiku is so instrumental in our national team. Yeah. There was so much trust in him.
Me do every crime is on the Blaster captain.
Me want to say, Sarango, that guy is a guy. An assessment the man no. We treat him with kid gloves. Or they not compare other players because special games are only for the national teams in Israel. But because you determined and show up.
Yes.
I was animated ye bonk for tia more. By a match be a ye boshie be on the genetic.
Oshebi.
Correct any
your name Central African.
Oshie brutal.
And so because of the commitment
in but she center back now Koshi we and Sudan Martin Monaco you know.
Yeah, Salisu.
Salisu you crucify now. But we share Central African Republic game in charity. Yeah guys no national team there so no opportunity but in England for so national team no more signing one who special dispensation into guys no afina jan you were a young guy and your juventude now on nam ha yire the technical abilities no fem ame born ne bona nkasa no e wo fem
America 20 ahode
na nti on exhibiting the school dear man we knew what's funny adeba akwa ma blacks e different from whites e technical abilities
technique yeah
because Mickey bankuni di edi wa ha no untimi nkonya ahode nche bruni but o skill set no ma o yes
no na my class in fi wona
esi o kwa abrochi tam
fi wona no gina no e de
ntamo
the two parties so mo man kontem no any
tell me dem me can say omo diet dey controlled
na ha control
anwo na e ba ha idina no pedi anwo no pa ene go be ni idina no pa
no kure wo mi say yesu so na efi sem krofo no mo nya de o
yeah
ni efi they are fit
very
I'm going to be called justify Belarus by also jabo o ya met for that o se ball na wa ukọ ha no mo de ato ha ukọ ha na de ato ha na wanyini na akogina on ball ni mu a ball be funo wo so mo bo bi enti kwame
Thomas just o conference from no kono o mu ani eso o nim shot bo no o ka ho o kodru on dia ho di bo pro say mata
technique on no friend technique that to your fair some what have ko edit bla na interview I want o so park ni ball this is your content
we saw wako
fatu to enu a de no mo boss o le go no edo a de no boss o le go one go that way move eti kwame fina jan the magan why is everybody talking about Kudus? It is the technique.
Semenyo
it is the technique. Kamadi Suleiman, it is the technique. Where Atlanta omunto player oni boboda opa home place. It is the technique. Ebi abeko baby na anyi yeti say the whole land by anyi. But Atlanta players omo move out. Technique. Enti the bema wo why different. Okay, I say Kodjasa mo boju we for 7 years as na ekwa. Obi aba na obo. Obi aba na Kodjasa mo obo. It is because of the technique. Yeah. Baby just because of the technique. Okocha because of the technique. Samuel Eto'o because of the technique. Adebayo because of the technique. Nti afuna we what is all the ahoden ko ekwa kofam na unje defender dia. Unje defender dia e ho dia obebre.
Ye fancy. Oh. Ye dan ho ba ye the other local stories I would do ni na e de bebrema no top 4 games eba so any other stories e wo ha ye de ba sabede ye be call Dr. Patrick na so ye ba na ya to adwumedie ni so
the Bolivia Kwaba Patrick Natural Health Iowa Ashtown in room Kajeti Ahono abi MTN office kasendo Dr. Swami kwani da bunkuma e kwanketwa bi na pa kosoro one way na aka fi MTN office na if you back nienu ye toso yensa self you no am na yewo bibia akire wadwene na pesa wo fe na na no edi nkoma numbers we and the screen is na betimi afa 0243 423471 0243 423471 and 02081623551 02081623551 numbers you na ofa ya we bi e hawo na community mu a ofa e be fro and say only a bit akasa na ya ma omunchi mu enne ye kasa fa e ya re a the friend arthritis no we over 100 type of arthritis but two pen na common go Africa e ye rheumatoid arthritis or also arthritis A2 asaya re we ubo ho ba bia kasa ne kasa bi asia ade bi so cartridge anakushi anagregre ena na kopon na hera yasa we bi nsuo pita bi agu anim tetima kwa utu kwa mu sabia ho no o ha bi ba ho a na etimika so be na arthritis the first akona we so obi bia wo tie me na minumprem nenkase emututu no emuwie no wakwa hospital doctor say na chiri kase no cartridge no cushion no anagregre no awe ontumi ntrase ontumi nante ontumi nkoto sibi okọ ha na akwa atire ogira obaso nante a sibi mpediasa che what the crutches ehye menam no etumi aide anante obi ha o stick you ha de bia ogira so asa na otuma so be gina ho be pa cho ti ni ye pa wa ko hospital say be make am doctor say when arthritis and I say cartridge no a wo ho no ana kukutu be ho no ana wa poso doctor say e ho area na bi ba ko pa e say odu ani kire e ye Patrick natural but to ti ni ye ben na bia wa yam mrese konya ko for blast ben ma die udidi wi asadidi be say ben ma udidi wi asadidi so poso we ben ma na tubu ban oko ban na chi kofa ne ma papa e de be fie dia de kan fu ebu ba ko pen na jama pe pato kofa mas herbal shop chemical shop bi e be obia we so to PM capsules and PH capsules PM capsules no na man ko anan no PV capsules no ana PH capsules no oba no be ma no be ma o person sipi no sipa PM capsules numbers ni 0243 42 3471 0243 42 3471 na 020 81 62 351 na go program.
Dr. Patrick of Patrick Natural Health and Ayenino Edin Komono Midfield Action and our Sugusu Awutie no social live our Kessben Television so Facebook and so your Kessben TV YouTube and your Kessben Television at DSTV decoder search channel 364 Go TV 121 and enjoy Jumede on Kaya 92.9 Kumasi ya 93.3 Dumienu ya best sorry Jumede no sene de nia chem Dementia Palace aho and a 1 week celebration ekoso na hima wadani bonkum so tebekwa kopie mu na de ekoso hobia from 12 o'clock eko ye de abramo ye be local stories na say de free gal cut off enwa matches no etimi eba so enwa ene she gal cut off na say enwa 2 games etimi eba so the first game was between Kumasi Asante Kodokom women Gold Stars and a boy Kumasi Asante Kodokom and a to twede kanin na Albert Amwa o hye wie no and a Gold Stars nya penalty e de take kanom na Henry Ansu and so a share on goal and I'm some my Gold Stars etimi dinkunim ewo University of Ghana Stadium home and bia Kensianum etimi ekoso na no a first game a told the second game and so cross between us womo ene Pando Heart of Lions and a boy game no has a bomodin edinkunim ewo Pando Heart of Lions so womo shomo kabakwa womo ntimi antin what for Kensianum no Friday edachana yebesa so to so abo Gold Stars and has and ebebom na fe Lions and Sonia Asante Kodokom and so Kensie no etimi abaso 3 p.m. and then 6 p.m. and a games no ebebaso table no say na sitie Gold Stars di come with 3 points has etoso mi no 3 points Lions etoso eyemiensa wo many point bia na Kumasi Asante Kodokom in the chato wo so any point bia after the game our University of Ghana Sports Stadium winning summer coach Bashe Hayford what they etu dabra House of Oak actually back to back in some of the two journey.
Tactically we played everything only that the goals couldn't come. And then even we had an own goal. Our defender just headed the ball into the net. So that is football. We'll go back again. It's all play all. So we've done with Heart of Folk. We are level two teams. We are preparing. We are going to prepare and face them. So yes, once again we've lost to Accra House of Folk, and it's no news. No, well, it gives me a lesson, you know. So I know where to continue again. Because I've seen a lot from the 2 games. We are just preparing for the season. So the team has not gelled yet. We are preparing the team for the league. All these things are preparatory matches for the league. And it's good for us. You now try some new boys and it's good. I've learned a lot from it. That has been our problem. Tactically, we played everything.
Edema Pando Heart of Lions coach Bashe Hayford Nesemodi two and coach Masud Didi Dramani your head coach Edema has after victory no onu so nsema wodi two dwanie. Bole beto na didi nsema wodi two dwabra game ni ba ne wie no ye de abramobade nti nsema from Pom Manso ono ehye Kumasi Asante Kodokono ono eka ye abra wo mo match ni ba ne wie.
I think it's been good for us in terms of motivation because our players, I think it will motivate them in this tournament because a team like Kotoko and you are playing it as the first game, for me, I think that alone puts a lot of pressure on players. But once they've been able to deal with it, I think going forward they will do better in the next 2 weeks. All the 3 games will be tough games, and I think we like it that way because it will help us in our African campaign. So yes, we need those quality games. Yeah, for me, it's not about the win. I want to see how my players in a big occasion like this, how they will try they will play. And for me, I think they did just that. Although we still have a lot of mistakes that we need to correct before we get to Africa. No, not at all.
Kofi Poman so some the two jabra game no eba na wie no coach Abdul Karim Zito head coach at the Makoto kono after the game Okasai.
Football is by, I don't know what to say about, you see, get a moment you don't do it, it will go against you. But it's not about we did not work on goal. I tell you, these are the characteristics of precision. You can't be composed, you focus, you can't be in hurry because you are rigid. You standing there already, you are rigid. That is why I said the timing wasn't too good for us. But at the end of the day, before the end of the 3rd match, we'll come back to normal for if football is
when you sama coach edema Kumasi Asante Korokodi tuja yenti ensamo a coach Masud Didi Dramani kan after victory edema House of Oak no.
But it's good to put in energy, effort and then performance. I think I value those aspects rather than just the element of winning. I see winning in different levels.
Now, we saw your first lineup. Many were expecting your potential 11 to be your first 11 selection. But unfortunately, we saw Benjamin Asari not in post in the first half. We saw Kelvin Osesibe also in bench and Kakari as well. What was the secret?
I think that we are in our periodization. We need to share game minutes and then across the squad and it is important not to those players out of the range where they have reached. We have not reached a level where we can go deep 90 minutes. It's sometimes we are forced to push players beyond those minutes, and I think that scientifically it's unacceptable. We try to make sure that we are able to graduate the dosing elements.
No, you brought in Kevin Osei in the second half.
Bobo Kwefana Krasabok on so sama wadi two Jana bringing Tiambo and Samane so Oluboy Commodore Wakasam when in summer to the Beba Basintia Makwami Kun Samoa where there to the house of book place I was so more year Juma because this season there I was a house etimiji Ghana Premier League no.
Oh, I think for now no Kana Wahona. Me first as former players no yes, you're born by and I say you say players no on betting me age madin. The most important is about working hard. And I think this time around no yeah, former players we are also supporting and the players to let them know say they have to work hard and then win the league. Win the league. I'm a
come some of day at two Jano Luboy Commodore and so because I was Ghana Premier League I was a sabre sika bem and until sa clubs more sanso and did say referees I will see two more cantem referees no emu wa bomo ya de na so boapa yontino and bomo etiki some decisions Oluboy Commodore
enu na ebi na me kire say so ball league your Ghana to say now only be 4 million Premier League no ebedi the so be with 1 million 1 million cry see the list minimum so be abrewo sa say they be sorry udanya miasi the Bema League no I very sweet me bomb pie say omo discard abanya sky na the man referees omo ubudi match na the atwa the match na atwa sama na do yemi and say referees no ebinum wo ho they are very excellent. Even human error, mistakes be so shuffle yeah, we say we error. Even so question marks be wow. So referees 1 or 2 mistakes during the match, no problem. But On say throughout mountain no na because we to me na.
Only Commodore in so summer day at Tujan Mama Mahama Ayarega or no a majority leader. Wakasa was so a sports or best sports minister the Magana pen. But o GD is a black star there and no any the biggest asset a Ghana ha. And unti we say investment our black stars mu dancer or because of Cotton Ghana. Black stars a bit man Tongana across a Riasi Afana baby. Mahama Ayarega on a majority leader.
That sports should not be funded by the state. State can do its part, but the private sector should pick up sports and finance sports. And because of my experience with the Black Stars, I have deep, enormous respect for the Black Stars. And I always tell people that there's no asset equal to the Black Stars that Ghana has. And that's the asset we must invest in. Sometimes I see us spend money on CNN advertising Ghana. And I say, oh, you're wasting your money. Just put that money in Black Stars and they'll advertise Ghana 10 times the money you are spending. And because of my experience with...
and Sama, a year honorable sports minister, majority leader, Mahama Yariga, what they atuja. High sense and a sabre, wamo a day, a factory direct promo, a day aba, factory direct promo, dear day and a woman ye, na factory direct promo no a ye big and better. Wamo sabre, a year omanyamano, already no omatitisum, into from 25th to 29th. Almost also a drop prices, a biomway, a double price drop into prices, omatisu dada and nunti. Yes, also a betisubium. We a factory, a prices and a babaton high sense in Yamano. And in Tishanisum, from 25th, 29th of August, and a big promo a coso, we a big promo and a high sense a year. Already no omatitin Yamanisum. Almost 25th to 29th, when Messanswat subium aquaform into per nyema quality, ne sevi. Nyema or electricity no so better the mawa a high sense nyema and nasa when your brand new television smart television now show movie or show baller a smart and nasa a high sense and also copebi open fridge at home and a spacious a high sense there and nasa AC and a pebi at all a be save electricity at the amount entry and them kanya high sense there and also koto washing machine and as a kitchen essentials a high sense there and a papa sending some so 25th to 29th double drop and ya day eba ya dear nyamanisum at the above form emienu DSTV so much more copy DSTV decoder nibi nanya decoder nibi above ye papa matches Saudi okosu nyinanum obenye biahwe sending some se sabre u decoder na bredu se ya disconnect wa memfa decoder no enko eye DSTV for office nemom what in a fee na reconnect to decoder no a star 759 hash and only short coder obe dial ne MTN everywhere you go MTN free after one extra no HSA ubabo modian kasa bebre o first minute ne pe na betua ho ka and unti sane so wo kasa 10 minutes the first minute no betua 9 minutes na ka no untua biom na oguso e kasa the first 11 minute na beba no ubetua from the 12 minutes no ko no untua biom we wunya obabia gise MTN so na MTN sim wo de dial star 550 star 550 hash star 550 hash na bomodin for hura MTN free after one extra numum near Samsung chow data encount 100 megabytes umenyam edi account Iconic Star Ventures and a edisa brain a year 3D design at the abam sa 3D design no you be design kitchen at the amount you be design wardrobe no at the amount ho no you be design wo hon at the amount oba you know better na say ye design no at the achro ewo computer so na sa design no hwewie na wani gi ho a na fi ya translate at the aba o bedroom o ya translate the aba wardrobe no ya translate at the aba at the amount we a 3D design and in tifreyen our number we so Iconic Star Ventures your number is 020 331-3582. Hebaso Company Limited at the Hebaso Criminal and the Abedjaso, Copebaso Criminal BUC. We Sobaso Criminal be a bebwao, Bemanu Obesium Humbantem, Bemanu Obesium, Untimi Embo Jumeye, Bemanu Obesium, na Obane Nijemba, and Untimin Bebiuma, a Hebaso Company Limited, or Hebaso Criminal, and also UCB. Apply be our penisano after 30 minutes. Konako washi. Uwa siria na se bedroom someone your bano e babishim. Patrick Natural Health and also call Maseye. Oko Patrick Natural Health obi a koko how UTI, syphilis, stroke, low sperm count and nasem pomogudi na onya dem obi a wo prostate problem. Dr. Patrick and also kona say omrum Kumase, the number is 0243-423-471 plus 233 Graffiato paint no a paint papa. Kope plus 233 Graffiato paint nibin na UC. We use plus 233 Graffiato paint nibin e di paint 2 fie wa. Ebe boama mosquitoes emba ho. Ebe ma demo ayenyunu. Wo dan na se na erere no. Wo bo no ho na erere no. We use plus 233 sa problem no esubetwa e di amount. And unto your building contractor, we estate developer, we painter, we building owner. Boma de copper plus 233 Graffiato paint ne be one crime. Weja old barrier no. Nemo me delivery baby a wo bia no. Your number is 053 55 81 372. Yebeko gentleman wo mo aseye na fe ye ba ya to adwumedie no eso.
Omakwa baba Gentleman Dental Clinic yedwumadi ayedi ane se yebesiesi wosen na yabo wosen ho ban ama wonum enso ate anase wosen animonyam so afa na ntuma pa efura Gentleman Dental se oba ye clinic wa enema bibiri na yeye efa nipa wosen ho ene wonum oba Gentleman Dental yeye consultation and examination services problem ben na ekoso how ben na ekoso wonum na fi wachire anamo a ewo se utufa ho na itimi eboa afi yesan eye cleaning services oba ye profession na ye friend is killing and polishing say ebia enema bi ahyehyehye esen mu se bi okasa etimi mapampan ene ade eba mu oba hwa etimi ewohoro wonum eyi saa nema ne nyina edi free esen ase esen tibia na asesa no esan fa ne ntoma pa edi fra obi wo hɔ ana tokuru ato ne semu anase ne se no eso ebubu anase wanya fracture esen ankasa ebu eno etimi eye failing enso so na ye de amawo anase ebi nso so na obi wo hɔ wabase ne se no watena se ama esen ase opese otu ne se no eno nso so ye frɛ no extraction oba ye extraction service and so yebetu oseno e di amount afi ebi wo so na ne sen wanya missing teeth ye woni si no ahodo bebre ye frɛ bibi se dentures no e ye de utimi ehye na wotimi asan ayi wa mu utimi yi na wasan ahye eno na frɛ ne dentures no oba Gentleman Dental ye ni na bi wo afi ye wo fix one no anase a ye ta frɛ no permanent one no eno so ye si a untimi entu bi eno e na frɛ no PFM bridge anase PFM crowns eno ni nyina no oba Gentleman Dental ye ni nyina bi e wo afi so ye wo bi se braces ni ese oseno kwan de dem anase emu atetete bebre eno no oba yetimi ehye braces no within some period na oseno asan akrusu kama na ma oseno atimi ayeden anya ahoden afei obi pese oye teeth whitening o pese odi don hwere ba kope eye oseno fitafita te se de o ne di so da oba Gentleman Dental ye beye oseno fitafita e de amawo how bia eni ho abefo kwan so na ye de ebeye e de amawo afei obi pese o hye ne sin gold silver oba Gentleman Dental ni na ye Gentleman Dental Clinic ye tia kwan enye yira kwan kura ye wo Koforidua Central Police Station enchen wa babia market no ewo no ufri abron sign na new story building na okọ Central Police Station no Gentleman Dental branch ba ko ewo ho na udru enkran so so aye wo nungwa usi nungwa main lorry station hokra na ofra nurse ba ko bra be fa ana se station na chi Authority Street ne so Gentleman Dental branch ba ko ho na Atomic Down do me kwa benya runabout no so ho Gentleman Dental branch ba ko so ewo ho na udru takwade pipe ano traffic light na ewo pipe ano ho no obefa kwan na ekota disco junction obepa junction no kakra ko wani obo se OGN bank no ewo ho ye ne OGN bank na ne wo the same premises na Kachima nso so ye wo magazine market kwan no so ho a onsa nifa so ho a Gentleman Dental branch ba ko ewo ho anase opposite AY Ahmed na udru Kumasi Abrepo junction total filling station wa traffic light na anihwe G runabout no ufri total filling station na yabon sign no na edi ho direct opposite to the Methodist school ho na Gentleman Dental ye wo Tamalin so ye wo tishigu ufri ya bron sanya na oko MTN main office ye ne Tamale post office na edi anywhere ye adwuma free eda joada kopem eda memeda
Gentleman Dental and your call myself problem bia no fa ko ma so ye na wo mo emboa Kessben na dumienu abo na ye sorry so Andy mamintio sumanum no yenche minche ma one now.
Okay. Kwame, I think say a lot of people Kotoko penalty and a lot of people want doubt. I wish they can get us the video. So I'm going to Russia. Any we are from France to yes.
You need a better. But I think it looks clear from even this. It seems one what saying Good Stars player I don't know Kotoko ni na yankana.
Line na no penalty.
The contact by you, but now outside.
Anna Odehebon. We want to was here. Feno. Penalty. And now outside.
One thing I say establishing is say even if it's on
the line,
it's a penalty.
It's a penalty.
But it looks like the contact was outside the line. That's an initiative contact, outside the line.
Initiative.
So
yes. So
the ball no inside
you need a better shot.
You need a better shot.
Penalty, Kwame.
From this, you give the referee
the benefit of doubt. Kwame, do you know the problem? The problem was the structure.
Says there has a 4 against 2.
Oh, penalty, Mickey. Maybe I make an go back. Oh. The Munko Mochi starting a cry, and penalty no more. Munko Mochi starting a cry, and penalty. Mickey. Oh, dear. Or Danin who we am. Uncle Munko. Hey. Franco. She play ana or quack of Fabon. She got to go defenders who said, the Ohan Patrick are marking it there. The next player are marking it there. But the player, Kotoko player no, he's supposed to close. Player now urban because already Shaibu Akem I'm about quafanity. But so only close to where the guy is likely to be offside. But here or allow now
or still the Patrick baby Patrick Jano or corner him cry offside him.
Okay, good.
Look at Patrick.
But good. Patrick here. My fans only now the same line or probably ahead of the guy. Okay. Now Patrick Afane there. We have found the Shaibu Akem. Go Stars and spot to the player on the other line. I think it was Konto from the other side or Samson Eduku. It is either Konto or Duku. It is not clear because when the operative was our line. So player now Okwa Kojebono. She defender no. I also he has 2 defenders also close to that space. Now play on. Omo allow no. It problem ni nyina the 3 players behind the guy on the ball. It defender no anye na dwuma ni ye. Defender no wanye na dwuma ni ye. Na nko so close to the first. Abro who so no the be the receiver of the ball no. Na nko so close to the first because player no done no. Or no, he was pressed by the players around. But when you enhwe ha striker na je ball no ansa na o chase no.
Kotoko team ni say.
I wasn't impressed. Honestly.
In all department.
Not all aspects. No. The time will not permit me to go through, but area me who say still I'm here player. Meaning some of the players aba. Kwame saka da ball no aka bebre. Because a midfield no mo chewa. The aka ne ya no. So hwe midfield na omo ne kotoko ball pa nti na entwintimi spray ne pass said the open no. The moment habe hu say mfimfini no, you need wide players so omo ne be the creators. But those guys were missing. And I check how Abetamo she drop deep ebe pick a ball. It will be so a glorious opportunity. A ball that was easier to score than to miss when Timmy and but Mickey oban the chidodo. Yes sir. What the defenders no to and Kwame Puku was anonymous. Kwame, I think say because of the time there are few areas I think say going forward no. I was say guys no etimi aidomo. But for House of Folk, I dare ban come home for House of Folk and I say could did the team no yeah the intensity, the determination on the ball no. Has here quality. Scan on money and move for to players, Mickey. Born no born the quality level no of them.
But they are getting the results.
They are getting the result that way. So omo ashe Heart of Lions. No, me nka so omo win. Say you Heart of Lions a win league, and omo league.
David.
Entina make us that is not enough.
Okay.
Enye enough. And then Heart na nanti akotoko she omo. Enye enough. And no go no omo share no. On two Lawrence ne Ebenezer Aban. Omo nsambo free kick ni bi from Ranford Mensah. Omo nsambo free kick ni bi. Yes, go ahead. Mo man bo. No keke ball. So easier to also defend than you ball ni free okra. Also pay more to nchen. Enti omai at least for intensity and gradually could the air build something. He is getting the intensity and the determination back.
We're from Didia Commandant Senior High School. I don't think that Henry Ansu wanted to score himself yesterday. It was only an expensive mistake in a friendly game. As we all know, Coach Karim Zito has confidence in Henry Ansu. He can talk to him in order that such a mistake will not be repeated in future. Boss, in football, communication is very important, especially between defenders and goalkeepers.
Kwame, first of all, Mania set up for a back.
Yeah.
And I think, say, Mr. Ansani in the team, no, for me, they've done well. Luckily, they got the team in Amope. When him say, Minsura Meka say, the four most experienced coaches in our league and able to foil. Didi Dramani for House of Oak, Karim Zito for Asante Kotoko, Bashir He for the most experienced for Heart of Lions, and Frimpong Manson for BBN Gold Stars. It looks like Zito Penenji League, Ghana League. It looks like Zito is the only one. Basha Jibi Didi Ajimi no Frimpong Manson Aji until they should sell better football to us. Looking at the pedigree of the coaches, they should sell better football to us. I agree. Say Dubebia, other elements such as player quality, such as the surface of the turf and others. Because Bono standard no from Kakra. And so I also agree, say a pre-season players in drama level any day. And so mistake in there. Yes, many did the mistake, but at this level, baby, we under no pressure. No, we should goalkeeper and Wabo. A fundamental. Baby, I know Jirano. No one under any pressure. Now, so you under pressure, cry you kick the ball to touch. But so we should goalkeeper, baby, Ujina. Now a center back who almost at the wings. Now so bebo, my brown goalkeeper there. At this level, such mistakes are very expensive. It doesn't happen at the professional level until only a year.
Me that's it.
My uncle Brebopa or Australia.
Okay.
I'm a company branch and rather the birthday. Nanakwesi. Na and rather birthday, unfortunately, Osakunya some accident.
Okay.
Nana me mo a free. Yes, I will coach Limpo. And Mama, a belated happy birthday and a speedy
recovery.
Yes.
Happy birthday to Obolo. Happy birthday to Obolo. Obolo a minor at Kintampo. Way if Obolo wife for Jemfua no so we show a year happy birthday. Alongside a year bodyguard and body. I know so wife your friend Eunice Amankwa. And to Eunice Amankwa and wife Jimfu and say omo show Obolo the minor happy birthday. Yedi siya yebesanso enimo hye biom yebusem asanso aba. Straight up yebe commentia na fe yi kese ya ekoso ho no de ekoso bia na de abremo.
Make without shaking, don't get with the make him happy. Is how we should be realized.